man, Frank, this is the first time we've been here on a Monday night.
How about
Man,
that?
it is Eagles time. You see Jason Kelsey up there. We got countdown to kickoff, their own countdown to kickoff, man. So
Nice.
I know, yeah, absolutely
Nice.
right here. We got Frank Ruby, special guest.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah,
Thank
congrats.
you for
Yo,
having me, man. Thank you.
already,
Thank you.
man.
Thank
Making it
you.
here all the way from Egg Harbor.
Thank you.
Right?
Yeah, well, we have tools, will travel.
Real travel. My name is Tony Cutillo. This is Pike's Pub Live, brought to you by Heat Ratio Sports Bets by WinDailySports.com. We'll get into that because we got a lot of bets for tonight, a lot of interesting plays. But Frank, it's before you got here, people were talking a little Phillies talk, but I think we kind of got a segment. And they're in Milwaukee tonight, and 7:40, and I think they have magic number is 9. I think they have about 12, I think 13 games left right now. But dude, the Dodgers are kind of spiraling out of control, man.
And it just happened. They went from the opposite of that, and then all of a sudden start going to, it's a finicky game, baseball. You get to this point in the season and people sometimes pucker up, if you know what I mean.
Pucker up.
You know what I'm saying?
Pucker up.
They pucker up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you never know. So, who was it last year? Arizona, right?
Yep.
All of a sudden you come on. It could be someone else this year that somehow, well, no, probably not at this point. We kind of know what's going to be just about, but it's, on the other note, how about us? How about how we've been doing? I mean, is Bryce going to last another 4?
Come on, let's not. No bad omens here. No bad
saying.
Omens here. We don't want to do that.
His body's concerning me a little bit.
Yeah, he's hurt a little bit, but he'll be all right. He'll be all right. He does it every year. He'll definitely be all right. But what's all right now is we got a lot of specials down here, man. We are Pike's Pub in Southampton, wedged between, I'm going to get this right? Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji. I always say Fiji.
And Southampton.
Yeah, I always sound Fiji, right? So it's Mount Fuji and Southampton Beverage right here, 455 2nd Street Pike. And I'm bringing it up because there is a ton of stuff on the menu tonight. You got 50-cent wings. You got $12 buckets of domestic bottles, $20 buckets of Twisted Tea, White Claw, and selected imports that have 5 in the bucket. So we're going all night, man. We're going on. I don't know what time we're going to be here too, but I know the game is going to be on. It's going to be flowing all night. We're going to have some fun tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, it's going to be fun.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
can't wait to see some plays and tell
man.
some people what went wrong and what was good.
Well,
dive a little deeper.
Yes, coach, you're the coach, man. So you're the analytics guy. So we're going to bring that in a little bit. But just overall, let me ask your vibe from just not even the Eagles' perspective, but week 2 in the NFL. Surprises, disappointments. What are you thinking, man?
Crazy. You watch what New Orleans did?
How about them Cowboys?
Oh, man. Was that not fun to watch? Jacksonville, disappointment, right?
Yep.
You thought that they kind of got the ball rolling towards the end of that game. And then you got, the Giants going down again. Washington coming down the field at the end of the game. There was a lot of good games out there. Seattle coming up short, right? Again?
No, Seattle.
Oh, they pulled that.
Seattle pulled that out in overtime. Geno Smith.
Right, that's right.
Good old Geno, man. Geno showing that he is still got it.
I love that.
So do I.
Can I tell you? How about Sam Darnold? What?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't like Sam Darnold.
Why?
I just don't like him.
But don't you?
I was telling your boy I don't like Kirk Cousins. It's the same reason. I don't like Sam Darnold.
There's something about Kirk.
Soft.
Soft. I don't know that's true.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
See that special on him?
Yeah, I saw it about the free agency. Congratulations.
No,
everybody goes through it.
That. It goes talking about it showed all about how he had to take care of his body and how much he did. Listen, you can't be weak and soft and be a quarterback in the NFL.
Have you seen his record on Monday nights? We're gonna get into that because then you're gonna see how soft he really is. But
I know when he gets hit. I know when he gets hit early, it takes him off his game. I know that.
Yes, he does not like to be hit.
Got to hit him though. Hurries don't count.
He gets very, very rattled, and that's one of the biggest things. He gets rattled very, very quickly, right? And we're going to talk about all of that because his record is horrendous on Monday nights. His record against Philadelphia is not very good. Okay, we have his number, and he's coming back from a bad Achilles injury at the age of 35.
Yeah, and who knows? What was the time frame from his and Rodgers? He's only 8 months out, right? Rodgers is 12 at this point.
Yeah.
Like just about 12. So I don't know that you can see it in his movement.
Yeah,
Like,
you could definitely say it.
when you come back from any type of severe ligament tear, there is always trepidation. You're concerned. You know, when I came back from ACL stuff, the first time I put my foot in the ground to plant, I was scared to death. You had to pray that all the working out you did was going to bring it back and it healed the right way, right? But
Yes,
you know, and you'll be ginger for a couple games, and I'm sure he's very sore because you can't get touched in practice.
no,
So he has to make severe quick moves that he doesn't have to do in practice to get away from pressure in a game that he's not doing in practice. And that's going to put strain on that Achilles too. So we push him off his spot, hit him a little bit. I don't see any way, you know, we'll get into talking about predictions later, but I don't see any way he beats us tonight. Nick Foles is coming home, bro. Nicky.
Here we go again. By the way, hold on.
What do you mean?
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Did you see how well my boy Dougie P played coach again yesterday? I told you, man.
You're not being sarcastic.
I told you again, dude.
Dude,
listen.
It's just overrated to you, right?
Nick Foles. I get it. I understand the nostalgia factor. I understand, but I've had enough of that. Like, can we just I don't know.
Bro, how old are you again?
I'm 46.
All right, so I only got 5 years.
5 years,
but still, that's 5 more years of
heartache.
Yeah. So we're hanging on a little bit. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, I just think that
it's not like we're harping on it consistently.
Just remember something. I know he didn't win it, but Rex Grossman went to a Super Bowl as well. So Trent Dilfer did win a Super Bowl. And we don't. So why don't we talk about Trent Dilfer the way we talk about Nick Foles? Exactly. Exactly. Just throwing it out there. Okay. Just throwing it out there. I'm not trying to be a hater.
You know
just
what?
saying,
No,
throwing
it's the
it
story.
out there.
It's the story.
Yes.
That's part of the lore with Nick Foles. It's the story. It's him leaving. It's him coming back. It's him only playing well for us.
Okay.
When he went away, he really didn't do well.
No, he did not.
At the other place.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Because the system did not fit.
Absolutely plays a part at times, for sure.
And we've had system quarterbacks, and that's just my point, man. It's just, I just think that we always fall in love too quickly. That's all I'm saying. And I get it
as Eagles fans,
right? And won a Super Bowl. But what we want to ask too is why everybody's thinking. And listen, man, it's just piling. It's only 6:15. Kickoff at 8:15 or 8:20. I always forget. Like
8:15.
Is it 8:15? 8:15. It's going to be a fantastic. The atmosphere down there is going to be absolutely electric. I was talking about this before. You had people down there 5 a.m. Like literally 5 a.m. starting to tailgate. Like I don't even know how they're even standing up right now for this game.
Wow, that's
insane. 5 a.m.
Dude, I couldn't do that anymore.
No,
I could barely do that when I was in my 20s.
Exactly, and that's the thing. And you look at some of these people that are doing it, man. These aren't no young bucks either.
No,
no,
they're not. They're not
crazy, man. It's crazy. But you mentioned this before about Jason Kelce. Like, can we have a better ambassador right now than Jason Kelce for this city, for this team, man?
Definitely not.
And he's on national TV, right? And that's the crazy. Like, he's our national spokesman. He's not a local guy, right? Because we have all the local guys. Listen, you have all the local guys. You see him on the radio. You see him on the podcast. Trey Thomas. He's been on like every show imaginable. Bounces around, right? I get it. But this is a national, a national personality now, a national celebrity that's representing our town finally the right way.
Fully in every way, right? And it's kind of we could talk a little bit about the players that played for other teams that were slightly endearing to us, right? Because there were players that played for other teams that we respected.
Yes.
So all these other teams that see him coming around and he's doing this stuff nationally now, they're going to take to him because he was a good dude. His personality lends for you to like him, whether you want to or not.
Yes.
Yes. He's a pretty likable guy.
Very, very likable guy.
And based upon what you and I have seen our whole lives watching him, he's a pretty classy guy as well.
He is.
Gets a little fun, has a little fun, but, never crossed the line. Well, except that little parade song. But
hey, man, listen.
Love that.
Well, and that's the thing. Those moments, they live in history. Like that, that
Remember.
Mummers moment will just always live in history.
I was on a rooftop 100
Were you?
100 yards away from the steps for that.
Wow.
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Watching people jump on cars.
I wasn't
That
down
was
there.
insane.
I
That was
wasn't
insane.
down there.
I was lucky. I was lucky that I was invited there.
Very
Very lucky.
I will say this. I actually chose not to go down there just because I don't want to deal with all the craziness, right?
I chose not to go to the 08
right?
parade.
I didn't go to the 08 parade either. I did it something different.
My dad and I spent that day together. That day.
See that?
Yep. And we watched it together.
And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And I think, some people were like, you got to be there. You got to remember. But listen, at the end of the day, man, it's all about what you think and how you feel and how I'm feeling tonight with this game, man.
What's up, Tone?
Listen, man, I tell you, I was hyped up last week because it was Brazil. It was a Friday night. Like it just worked out.
It just didn't even feel like a regular.
No, it didn't. I think that was the problem. It felt like a glorified preseason game.
It did. It did.
It was a smaller stadium. I didn't feel the intensity. I didn't feel the passion. I mean, now you're going to get those guys. You got that fandom. That the tailgates are on another level. Shout out to my boys at 4th and John doing it right down there.
Fourth and John, baby.
4th and John, the OGs of everybody else. Let me just tell you something. Can I say this? Everybody else is a fraud. Right now, if you have a tailgate down there, you're a fraud. The OGs are 4th and John. They've been doing it since, my God, forever. Whether it be Gail, E-Rock. I know E-Rock is an honorary member now, as always. Awesome people, dude. Evan, Trex, who is from Willow Grove, who is from the area. That's the crazy ass SOB that's bouncing in mosh pits and jumping off and it's got the gold teeth, right? We got Prime. Our man Prime down there, he does a fantastic job. And they feed the people. They feed, like, you go down to their tailgate, dude. It's free Red Bull, it's free Miller Lite, it's free food, it's everything. They're cooking you gourmet cheesesteaks, man.
Yeah.
Like you can't beat it, man. You can't beat it. So those dudes are legit. I always like to give a shout out to them because they've done a lot for me, and I highly, highly, highly respect them for all that they do. And speaking of respect, man, this is a game where we have to garner respect. This is a game where because a lot of people are talking. Jalen Hurts, man, 2 bad picks, could have been 3. Wasn't 100% on his game. So there's a lot of questions. I watched Scott Van Pelt the other night. They asked him straight up. Yep. They asked him, "What do you think?" He's like, I still gotta wait. He said, I still gotta wait because we gotta figure it out. I don't want to hear that, Frank. I don't want to hear figure it out.
Do you want to know what's a shame? I said, here we are this far into his tenure as the quarterback, and now he's gotten us to a Super Bowl, right? But we still have questions. Why? Do you think all these other teams who have strived to get to a Super Bowl, spent all these years, they finally got someone, they get there, other than Philadelphia, what other city would take that for granted other than us?
There could be a couple.
That's a pretty good question, though.
There could be a couple, but it is a good question. There's a couple. Here's what I'll say is I do think we have the best fan base in America. Okay, contrary
to what the rest of the country thinks, but I don't know if you see those crazy ass Bills Mafia. You see what they do.
Dude, I was watching.
Wait a minute.
They're doing Tommy Dreamer moves out there. They're doing ECW moves in the tables and it's just insane on another level. And Kansas City, I will say this: Kansas City, it's a straight eat fest, bro. Like a barbecue fest forever.
Other than Arrowhead, right? There's
a
couple things on my bucket list. Arrowhead,
yes,
is definitely one of them. But yeah, just to go eat the food.
Yes.
And same thing in New Orleans.
Yes.
We'll go do a show down there.
New Orleans? Actually, Super Bowl this year.
Let's go. We're going.
Listen, we could be on Radio Row if you want. I'm just not a big fan, but that's just me.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about
figure that out.
Yeah, we listen. We can. It's very, 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 very attainable. But look, all said and done, this is the best fan base in America. There is no more America's team. Okay, we should be America's team now. I'm tired of the America's team for the Dallas Cowboys.
Who the hell came up with that first? I'd like to know what sports announcer said America's team first. I'd like to slap him.
I don't know.
And then everyone bought into it,
Yes.
particularly the Cowboys and their fans.
Yep. And we're
Now-
watching right now.
Now,
On the highlights, we're watching
getting
the
smoked.
Saints spanking the Cowboys.
Come on.
Right? Oh, and
Four
touchdowns. 4 touchdowns.
Four
And by the
TDs.
way, Rashid Shaheed, who was one of my
Say that again. Say it again.
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah,
I
like it.
love it.
Say
He
it
was
again.
one of my early my phone was blowing up yesterday because
Fantasy.
yes,
Yeah,
fantasy football,
yeah,
baby.
yes.
That was one of my guys.
Yes.
Third-year wide receiver breakout. That is whenever you have a third-year wide receiver breakout, they're the guys that you gravitate towards. And they're the guys that actually, again, they're the guys that you want to pick because for some reason, it's not a theory, it's no fact that they just absolutely gel in that third year. So that third-year breakout is real. And Shaheed is one of those guys, man. You know what I love about him is they put him everywhere.
And that's a testament to his ability and his knowledge to be able to know 2 or 3 different positions as plays.
Yep.
That means you're on your game, you know.
And
Now keep that
Go
in
ahead.
mind. Now a quarterback has to know everyone's job. Keep that
Well-
in mind. These guys will struggle just to know exactly what they have to do, and you'll see mental mistakes left and right every day in the NFL.
yes, 100%.
Now,
100%.
Now imagine having to know 6 guys' responsibilities on one play. Plus, it's really 11, 10 except himself. It's crazy how much you have to really process to be a quarterback.
Yeah, there's a lot to process, a
So
big
hey,
playbook to learn, man.
Back to what you said about this last weekend of football. How about those 49ers?
Yo,
Minnesota.
leaking oil, bro.
Dude,
Leaking oil a little bit. What's
Right?
up with that defense?
both. I don't know. I think it was just a complete letdown. I don't think that'll happen again this season to them.
We
I
will
just-
see, man.
Now, I'd love to see that continue to happen, but I just don't think it is. I think that was like
Do you think that the league has caught up to Brock Purdy?
no,
No? Okay.
no. They haven't caught up to Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, he's a stud.
Genius.
Offensive genius.
His play designs
Yes.
and Coach Long over here sitting in the audience. Coach Long over there, he'll attest to this. He and I have spent countless hours
Okay.
talk. High school coach as well.
High school football.
Tenant for a lot of years, and then the Chamonix. But ultimately, we would sit there and just come up with formations that just beat people at the point of attack or outnumber people at the point of attack, and it would be consistent. Coach, didn't we spend a lot of time doing that? Right, figuring out different.
Hold on.
Let's-
Breaking news here.
Okay.
This is why we love
got
doing
Matt-
these live shows, right? Matt coming up with, we asked about the name, right?
Oh, here we go.
Matt's like our producer.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, Matty is.
So-
wait, are we talking about America's
Yes,
team,
the
Matt?
Dallas Cowboys were given the
Yes,
nickname
Matt.
America's Team by NFL Films producer Bob Ryan in 1978, which is when I was born, by the way,
Thank God
while
it's not
working
all
on a
Bob Ryan.
highlight film for the team. The nickname was introduced by the film's narration, which was spoken by John Facenda. The term was a play on words and attributed to Dallas quarterback Roger Staubach, who was known as Captain America. I wouldn't have known that. My man, Matt. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Look
you,
at that.
Matt is,
Yo.
if you want to go some deep information, you have a chat with Matt. We'll come up with some facts.
He dives in. I like it.
Yeah.
He
nice
dives in.
work.
What's up, buddy?
Nice work. Hit the microphone.
With the right prompt and boom.
Yeah.
See, chat
There you go.
GPT.
GPT.
Oh, GPT is the 3.5. You got to get the new version, which is 3.5.
You would know that. I don't.
Right? It didn't go to 4.0.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying he's like a 5.1.
Aren't we special?
Oh, look at
with
that.
Matty,
Look at this. Look how that goes right there. Boom.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Wow, man. I listen. Let me tell you something. Roger Staubach, Captain America. I didn't know that was his nickname.
Bart Starr of the Green Bay Packers.
I'm serious, man.
John
I'm
Facenda,
serious.
one of my favorite.
I'd be honest with you. I don't lie.
You
I
like
did
that,
not
Coach?
know. I did
No.
not know.
No, I'm sure I heard it at some point or another.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I've heard it, but I just I
I've watched
wasn't.
so much NFL films. I had to.
Well-
but still, you know,
The NFL films, baby.
yeah, there was nothing better than John
What's up?
Facenda. Look at him.
You want a mic?
No,
Oh.
you can't. They're
like it. That's like a straight up producer term right there.
There you go.
I like it.
Perfect.
Trust the process.
Perfect.
Maddie's process. Thanks, Matt.
Maddie,
Appreciate
Matt.
that.
Attaboy.
Listen, man, and that's why
Attaboy.
again you do these live shows. You get down here to Pike's Pub, and you hey, listen. It's early too, man. I can't wait to see people hyped up for this game.
Back to the Niners real quick. Like this guy is a genius in how he's formations and motions, and some of the plays I see him run are just and he'll run a play on purpose on a 3rd and short or a 3rd and medium, and the quarterback might say, you know what, they're going to be on us, and he's going to say, you know what, run it anyway, because in the 4th quarter we're going to throw it to the X instead of the Y because they're going to sit on that. So there's a method to all the man is calling plays, and he's very good.
Very, very good.
He's very good. At
very,
that.
very good. Well, how about
How
a shout out to my boy Mike Tomlin? Okay,
that guy is just unbelievable.
But what did he do? 2 guys, I specifically, I did a post game last night, and I spit for WinDailySports.com, and we were talking about 2 coaches that I think deserve a lot of credit yesterday. One of them is Matt LaFleur with the way he handled Malik Willis with that game plan, and number 2 is Mike Tomlin with again the reinvention of Justin Fields.
It's not going to last.
It is going to last.
Nah.
Yes, it is.
Nah.
Did you see what that? Listen, he only ran 5 times. You do know that, right? He was very efficient.
Did not have that.
Right? He only ran 5 times, was very efficient. And again, I think the reason why I bring this up is because I honestly think Jalen needs to stop going for that home run.
Which one? The home run, the long ball?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll get a little more because there's only a couple shots a game you want to take downfield.
Right.
1 to 2 of them are just purposeful. Even if you don't have a shot at it, you have to at least let them know you're going to throw the ball down the field. But you're going to see I bet you see a lot of screen plays today. I bet you see
100%.
We're going to see more screen game than we saw last game.
Yes, we are.
But we started to breaking it down. It's like, okay, I got a lot of things that we need to do to win the game.
Yeah, a lot of things we do. We got some keys to the game. We got some best bets coming up. Also, fan questions like what is your surprise standout player of the game? Because I have one, right? Because I think this is when you go to Monday night. No, I'm not going to say the name, but when you go to Monday night,
we're going to say the name right before the game starts.
No, I'm going to say it earlier. Have to, man, because you want to put some bets on this guy.
Oh, okay.
You're bets on this guy.
Right. Okay, so we're going.
Well, you have no AJ Brown, right? Well, we already know.
We didn't even bring that up yet.
So we're going to have to. Kellen Moore is going to get a little creative.
Do you want to know the answer
with his offense? Go ahead. What do you got, man?
Dallas Goedert.
Nah.
Feed him.
Nah.
Feed Dallas Goedert.
Blocker.
He needs 7 to 10 targets
tonight. No way.
Yep. 100%.
No way.
100%.
No, he's not getting more than 4 or 5.
Listen to me. The great teams in the NFC East or the NFC and overall, the top teams have tight ends who can get down the field and have 60 to 90 yards every game. If he does not show up for us, it's going to have issues in the long run. It's not going to show through the season as much. It will show in the playoffs. But, yeah, he needs to get involved. Barkley's got to have 20 carries.
Oh, he's definitely going to have 20 carries.
We need 7 to 10 more carries with the rest of the people.
Well, you're
3 to 4 being Hurts.
Nah.
3 to 4 carries.
5 to 6 carries by my man Kenny G. Kenny Gainwell.
I don't mind that.
Kenny Gainwell will be a surprise playmaker of this game.
Okay, just don't put him in on goal line like we've tended to do.
Well, that's my point, because I think they're going to get a little creative, and I could see a couple plays. I've been reading some.
He's a good athlete.
He is a very good athlete. And they trust him.
Yeah, I could see you designing plays just for him.
On the defensive side,
yeah,
this is the Cooper DeJean coming out card. Cooper DeJean, whatever you want to call him. This is his. Avonte Maddox played like complete dog shit. Okay, and I think they know that.
It's tough. It's like I'd love to have the up to date who's going to start tonight, but they never say it, right?
They don't.
So
but
we don't know.
He got in the game last week.
What's going to happen at linebacker?
Well, wait. Let's talk about that for a second.
White,
you were right
about
the fight, not the fight,
about the
yes,
right.
I don't know who your sources are, Grewbs, but you were right. You were right. It comes out.
Johnny Wilson was
right
source too a little bit.
Well,
and he's gonna play a role.
He could play, or Johnny Wilson.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God! Here we're back to Johnny Wilson. It all comes back to Johnny Wilson.
That was the first night we ever sat down here together.
Oh my God!
That was all I had to hang my hat on.
Yeah,
I was like, watch out for Johnny Wilson.
Watch out for Johnny Wilson.
You're like, who?
And I was like, who the hell is Johnny Wilson?
Yeah, honestly,
but you know, it is so funny because it was
him.
everything. It just was weird, like we talked about. This guy was not injured. This guy just shows up on an injury report. All of a sudden, doesn't travel with the team in Devon.
So what did you hear compared to what I heard?
So he was told he was not starter
and lost his
shit because
and Vic said
yes. Vic was straight up with him.
You're staying home.
Yeah, I love Vic.
You want to and Sirianni had to back him on it.
Yeah, 100%.
So it had to be a little over the top, almost like a T.O. Hugh Douglas thing.
Yes.
But, not between players, but I'm sure there was screaming involved. It had to be for him to not have made that trip.
Well, I'll tell you this. This is what I will say about this whole situation, which is why we like Vic Fangio, why we had to make coaching changes this year. Because if this was last year,
would have gone.
They don't make the change.
Nope.
They don't make the change.
Nope. It would have gone unchecked.
Fangio had the balls to say, you know what? Guess what? You ain't got it. I don't care how long you've been in the league. I don't care what you were told. Right. But when the Kobe's balling out and he gives us our best opportunity to win football games. Last year, with Sean Desai or Matt Patricia or whoever the hell was calling the defense, they would have just let it play out. They would have just let it play out. Right. And that's the difference. And that's what happens when you are a well-respected coach in the NFL, and listen, a proven coach too.
Do you remember when we spoke? One of the first couple of weeks I was here, and I said Reed Blankenship was a mainstay for us. I think you chuckled at me.
Who is that? Adam Schefter wearing a Mummers?
Oh my goodness!
Nah, see,
that's Schefter. You know what? Love it.
Come on, Shefty.
Why not?
Nah, Shefty's playing for clicks.
When do the national media?
Nah, come on, man.
Us the credit
I understand, but of all people,
Tony, don't give it to us.
He looks like a hammer. Look at him. Like, come on, man. Like,
dude, I like it.
I don't know, man.
Dude, he's all in Philly tonight. He's all in.
He is. He's playing it up.
Come on.
He's playing. Yeah, but here's my thing, though. Like, you wait until this time.
Oh, you wanted them to do it?
Yeah, like if you're in Philly, they'd be all Philly all the time. Don't just pick Monday Night Football. Don't just pick now.
That's just what they do.
No, it's what they do because they know they got to get an audience. That's what they do. Listen, I'm a hater when people go on clip.
Shit when any refs that put refs at Chiefs game.
I will say this though about Adam Schefter.
Tell me.
Fun fact. I like fun fact because I'm a big Jason Stark guy.
Me too.
But fun fact.
We talked about Jason.
Yeah, we did. Unbelievable guy.
And how much he meant.
How much?
And how much he appreciated it.
100%.
I remember that.
Very, very, very wholesome dude, man. But one thing about Shefty, I don't know if you recall this, but this was probably about 15 years ago. Is how long this goes back. And all of a sudden, there was certain announcers that were big time layoffs going on within ESPN national radio.
It was a bunch of them.
A huge one, right?
It was a bunch of them.
And it was because a lot of them only covered one sport. And I will say this, Schefter is smart. Oh, look, here's Mr. Soft Cousin Sharman man right there.
But he only started doing this in the last couple of years, though, right?
No. Here's what happened. Shefty showed up on an NBA court.
On basketball, right.
And I was like,
what the hell's he doing there?
You know why? He was smart. Yeah. Because he saw the writing on the wall. And he said, look, you got to be no more one-trick pony. You got to know multiple sports and be able to talk multiple things in order to stand the test of time. Yeah. And what's he doing right now? And a lot of those people still don't have a job. So I will give him that. He was smart enough to say, I got to be more than NFL.
He's also someone people like to listen to.
Yeah.
I've never not wanted to hear what he had to
He's
say.
had some Twitter wars and became up, and he's turned out real douchey sometimes. I'm just going to throw it out there. Yeah, and he really has to calm down a little bit. Some people shouldn't be on social media.
Well, You get attacked enough, eventually you're gonna blow your lid here and there.
Yeah, but you think about it. You just gotta kind of let it go, man. Like like today, I had two people give me the finger through a school zone as I was crossing. Like I don't like. Okay, bro, you got to bend. You're rich. Congratulations, but you still got to stop. He's a douche. But what I'm saying, right? But again, like this, like I'm just saying. You go on social media, let them go. Just let them be douchey. Let them go. Let them pass by because eventually they're not going to last. Right? They're not going to stand the test of time.
Be a goose or
but nah, listen, man, I do like that they're showing this off with Adam Schefter. I do like that they're doing Xfinity Live. They're doing the Monday Night Countdown in Xfinity Live. Bro, have you been there?
Yeah.
Like during like a
once I won't go back.
Okay. It is nuts.
I'm too old for it.
Yeah, it's crazy down there, man. It's crazy down there. And I love this, man. My man gets front door service. I love it, man. I love it. It's so cool. But that place is on another level. And I've been there multiple times through Red October. I've been there through Sixers playoffs.
Yep.
And I've been there through Eagles games. And I can't imagine what that place is like. Just the line to get into that place. I can't imagine what it's like.
It's a bar. It's a bar with big TVs and a lot of noise.
It is, but then you go to the social club and you got the people riding the bull, and you got the people going crate dancing on tables, and you got the cheesesteak places.
What do you think the average age of someone is? 26? Average age 27?
23.
Yeah, man, you couldn't pay me. If you said here's $100, just go in there for a half hour. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Who's that? Is that Devontae? I can't see. No, who is that? I can't see.
I can't. Is that you?
No, it's Bijan. It's Bijan. Yeah, there you go. Think about Bijan, right? Finally, they used him the right way in Atlanta last week. That's going to be a big test for us tonight.
That was one of my biggest keys.
There he is. Yeah. Look, see? He's wrapped in Charmin.
Should we call him Glass Joe from the old? You remember Tyson Punch Out?
Yes, I do remember Mike Tyson.
Glass Joe. He had a glass jaw. We'll call Kirk Cousins Glass Joe.
Look, man. We'll see how the game goes. I'm just going to throw it that way. We'll see how the game goes.
Highest paid player in NFL.
Steal money, by the way.
Ever. He's made the most money of any player in NFL history.
And first player
contracts
to get guaranteed money.
Was leaving the Redskins
when he went to Minnesota, he was the first one to get a guaranteed contract. He opened it up for everybody.
It was like 80 million.
80 million out of 84 guaranteed.
That's right.
That was unheard of. So look, like, why are you down there? Like, right? Look, yeah, go. Look, come on, man. Like, we got some Kirk Cousins lovers in here, bro. I don't get it.
He riled it up. That's
all right. That's all. He got me all fired up.
Perfect.
Look at Kelsey. Everybody else is wearing a suit. He's wearing a velour. Like it is so on brand for Jason Kelsey.
It's fantastic.
It is, man.
It is us, dude. Like boisterous but fun and loving, like all of that wrapped in one. Because as much as we can be dicks, we're a bunch of loving people.
We are.
Rest of the country.
We are. We love everybody.
We have giant hearts.
Except if you wear the opposing team's jersey in our stadium.
Like people would stop if you had a Redskins jersey on and you were broke down.
They would. I don't know about that.
All right. Maybe that was a stretch.
Yeah, it might be a stretch. There's some hardcore get the jersey off kind of people. Speaking of which, I can't even put my jersey on because I'll be dying.
A few more minutes. I turned it down to 60.
No, we're good. We're good. I actually bought jerseys for two of my boys today. So here's a funny thing. I said to my boys, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna get jerseys.
We'll have gear someday,
right?" And who do you want? Who do you think they pick? They each got different players.
For your boys, you asked your boys.
For my two boys, my two sons.
Who do they want?
Yeah. They each got a jersey today.
One of them had Saquon.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Blankenship?
Nope.
AJ Brown.
Nope. I know, bro.
Now you're making me look foolish.
Nope.
I knew that, Coach. I thought that was obvious. That's why I didn't say
Devontae Smith was one.
Love it.
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper. That's because of Dad.
That might be because of Dad.
Does he come in?
He likes to be different.
Does he come in and listen to you sometimes?
Sometimes.
He's heard you talk about Cooper.
He probably has. Look, our boy Adam checking in live from the link says, "What's up, guys? Chaos down here."
Nice, Adam.
Be careful, Adam. He texted me a couple pictures earlier too, from the parking lot. So he's been down there since probably about like 3 o'clock.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he's been down there probably about like 3 o'clock, which is pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's not too bad of a time.
Nah, not at all.
Not
it's gonna be a
too bad
late
of a
night.
time.
I hope whoever's down there ain't going to work tomorrow. Right? I mean, it's a no-brainer. Right? Because what do you think time you're getting out of there, man?
They're going to work tomorrow.
What's that?
They're going to work tomorrow.
Easy.
You guys are smoking crack.
Well, I would have been. Wow, look at Adam with the big. He says Birds win 45-9. He's not even letting them get a touchdown.
How much has he drank?
45-9. Wow.
Hey, Adam, I would love to see it, brother. I hope you're right, Adam.
I do.
I hope you are right.
I do, man. But goddamn,
I hope you're right.
45-9. That's a big score, man. I like. Again, I say I still think we're going to score 38 points.
I don't know. I think it could be more than that.
Now you're going with Adam with 45?
Nah, I'm just playing.
All right, I'm going to say, man. I was going to say.
Playing. No.
So
we have the ability to do that.
Yes, we do. But
not
we got to
not without your number one.
We got to bring it down. Now, here's some fun facts, man. Philadelphia hasn't lost a September home game since 2021. And by the way, defeated the Kirk Cousins-led Minnesota Vikings back-to-back years.
Yes. Do you know when the last time we played the Vikings was? It was 2021. We played. I apologize, not the Vikings, the Falcons.
The Falcons.
We played them a minimum of every 3 years.
Yep.
And at the most every 5. But
remember when they came here for a playoff game with Michael Vick?
I was there.
Were you there?
Oh no, that one
where Brian Dawkins lit up Algie Crumpler.
Oh, Crumpler!
Oh, he lit him up.
Smoked him.
I mean, and Algie was a big dude, man.
We knew he was messed up, but he got up and he got off the field under his own power. But no, I was at the playoff game. When Matt Ryan drove down the field and had a chance to win the game before we saw the Vikings in the conference championship. But that's fine. So as I'm sitting here and as we look at the game here for the Birds, I don't know how most of you guys out there feel who are watching, but I think one of the biggest things that we need to do today is run the football. If we are able to win the battles up front and run the football, there's no way we won't win the football game. I think we need to get 20 carries out of Saquon and another 7 to 10 out of others, which of those 7 to 10, I think 3 or 4 will be our conquering quarterback, which I think this week he'll be pretty smart and timely as to when he goes ahead and takes off. So we'll see. I was, as most of you guys probably were, we were all kind of wondering how our O-line was going to do against, when we started the season. And just to throw a little info out there, I went ahead and figured out, see you, Coach. Have a good night. So I went ahead and I did a little looking. And what we have is the grading, the PFF grades, Pro Football Packers game, the grades for the guys. So the PFF for our offensive linemen. So 60, keep in mind, is an average player. So across our front, and this I'm leading into this week because this is going to be a big reason why we win the football game. Jordan Mailata graded out at an 80. Okay. Which means you're a good player. Landon Dickerson at 75.5. It means you're better than average. Take care, Psycho. You have a good night, brother. We were worried. We didn't know what Mekhi Becton was going to do and how was Cam going to play. And in the end, Mekhi Becton graded out a 73.8. And Cam Jurgens at a 68.7, which is a little lower than we'd like to see him. But as we move forward, towards this week, we really want to focus on running the football. We're without A.J. Brown, which means we really need to make more of an emphasis of doing that. And, what people don't really understand is to win a football game, you've got to win up front. It starts up front. It starts with your own line. It starts with your D line. And if you get good football games out of your defensive line and you get good football games out of your offensive line, you're going to win the football game. One of the things that we can't carry over to this game that we did last time is turnovers. We turned that ball over 3 times, could have been 4, and we lost the turnover battle. It's a very low percentage, somewhere in the 30% chance to win a game when you lose the turnover battle. Excuse me. So, everyone's out tonight. We got the Falcons. Overall, through the years, the Falcons were 21-15-1 against the Falcons, and that one tie was a 13-13 tie, which we probably won't see that much anymore. But we've had their number. The last time we played them was in 2021, and we put up 34 points that day. We ended, or 32 rather, 32-9. We beat them, going back to the 2021 season. But just kind of picking up, Tone, we're kind of just talking about some of the things. We were talking about the fronts and what we need to do up front to go ahead and win the football game. We need to definitely see some good stuff out of our interior linemen, but not having AJ Brown, we're going to have to get more people involved. Johan Dotson is going to have to step up, and if we don't have a good night from our tight end, who we paid a lot of money for, who at this point I have to tell you guys, I'm not sold on Dallas Goedert. He was signed with a song and a dance, and promised to be the next thing since Zach Ertz, and he has not panned out that way. And I don't know about you guys out there, and you guys could check in on this. Are any of you guys concerned about Dallas Goedert and how he's played a role in the offense? It's something that needs to be done. So,
my man,
and as we watch,
my man, I love it.
Is
my
there
man,
it is.
Man, I'll tell you what, man.
There you go, Matt hooking Tony Tone up.
All good, brother. I love it, man. I love it. And I will say this. Listen, I will say this about Dallas Goedert. I have said this. I said this in the off season. Yeah. I've said it multiple times that he wants to be paid like a top 7 tight end. And guess what?
He's not.
That's not going to happen.
No,
that's not going to happen because of exactly what you just said. Okay. Because of exactly what you just said. And again, man, look, no disrespect to Dallas Goedert, but
no, I mean, look, the guy's trying his damnedest. I'm sure it's not like he's, although blocking, is not what you miss.
It's health, right? Over the years, it's been health. He can't stay healthy. When he gets overused, he gets hurt. And that's one of the biggest things.
What's overused, Tom?
I mean, if he's getting used a lot more than normal, meaning if he gets 60% of the snaps and they use him in 75% of the snaps.
So you're talking about time on the field. Okay.
Yes. It just seems for him to get hurt a lot. And, he's had the broken arm. He's had the broken wrist. Like, so many different, and they're freak injuries too. I get it. But
well,
some guys, listen, it just look at Keenan Allen the other night.
Dudes are
hurt again
fragile.
already.
Some dudes are fragile, man.
Yes.
Some guys are fragile. Now, it's been proven a myth that milk makes your bones strong. But I think some of these guys, it's genetics.
Yeah, 100%.
Some guy can take the same pressure shot to his femur, so to speak, and another guy could and not be able to handle it.
Yes.
It's just, and just like that comes guys heal faster than other guys. But if Goddard doesn't have 65 to 75 yards receiving, we need to start thinking about something else.
Well, we will.
He's going unnoticed. People are not up in arms about it. They're not.
No, because I don't think people really care.
Why?
Honestly, I don't think people really care.
Okay.
Because he's probably like the 4th option on this passing attack, right?
All right.
Even though Sirianni tells you he's the 3rd, I don't think he's the 3rd. I think he's the 4th.
He is the 4th. And at this point with Saquon, he may even be the 5th. But go back to think about the best teams in the league. The last 4 standing last year. Who were the tight ends?
Oh, obviously.
So we got Kelce,
obviously
right now.
Kittle,
the 2 of the best in the league, and they get the football. and they throw him the football, and they run Kittle and Callahan. He has a great screen game to incorporate Kittle. Tight end screens are tough plays to stop. Very tough plays to stop. And if you design them the right way, and there's the delayings involved, there's always a delay involved in a screen, unless you run those stupid bubble screens, those quick throws right to the receivers on the when they're split out. But I hope I don't see a lot of them. I didn't see much of those last week.
No, I don't think you'll see a lot of them.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
No.
See, how many times? What's his name? Mike Johnson. What the hell was that guy's name? Was our offensive coordinator last year?
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson. Whatever.
I think.
Can I just tell you,
Mike Lowry?
I so turned off. I didn't even want to hear any of their names. I was so disappointed, both offensively and defense. And here I am, a measly little high school coach, and I'm looking at some of my friends. I could have called a better game consistently through the season than this guy did, who had never called plays before.
I could see that.
I know that sounds crazy. People are going to be like,
see that.
People are going to be like, who is this idiot?
I could see that.
Well, who's this idiot? Listen to this guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious.
Well, because he
dead serious. For all of you naysayers, I'm telling you right now, dead serious. I could have called a better game than he could at half and 3/4 of those games.
That's pretty bold, bro.
I'm just telling you, that's
pretty bold. You were a coach, so I'm not going to take that away from you.
I'd have found a way. I'm just telling you.
No, I get it. Well, let's get back to some stats.
Yeah,
we talked about how about Philadelphia's 15-4 over the past 2 seasons at the Link, winning by at least 7 points 10 times in that span.
And
I mean, they love to play at home.
They do,
right?
Our record at home over the last 13 or 14 years, I think, is better than it's been over the 25 before.
And they have averaged 30.8 points per game at home last year.
That's sick.
Think about that.
Really?
We averaged almost 31 points a game, but we sucked.
We didn't suck.
I'm just saying.
Our coaches
right.
sucked.
I agree, but I'm just saying, think about that.
Both sides of the ball were clueless in terms of calling the plays, calling the defense for the time of the game, calling a screen. But statistic wise, I mean, the Falcons in all of this rigmarole shouldn't really have a chance if we just play the game we're supposed to play.
Nah, and that's it. Play the game we're supposed to play. There's Devontae Smith. He's a headphones guy. He's always comes out with the headphones. You know what's great about Devontae? He's a consummate professional. He's that guy who stays extra all the time with the jug machine, constantly catching balls. He's
that's cool as shit.
Yeah, it is, man.
No, catching balls out of a jugs machine.
Oh, I thought you meant just him being a professional.
It's just really
never
cool.
caught a ball out of the jugs machine.
Really cool.
I'd
really
be scared.
Cool. And these guys wear these gloves.
Yes.
Well, you can't drop a ball. I was catching them at
You think so? You can't drop a ball?
50 miles an hour, one-handers.
Or you get that stickle. Is there what
are we, Fred Biletnikoff?
I'm just saying, man.
Bro, if you people go back, Fred Biletnikoff, I'm sure a lot of our watchers and listeners know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
Shush your face.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't know Captain America, and I didn't know this guy too, man. But
anyway, if you watch any tape on him from the past and you look at his calves, he used to load his stick 'em up on the calves. He used to have his
really,
yeah. He'd hide it. He'd get spat. Spat it means when you tape your cleats over your cleats.
Okay.
So you get your ankles done before you put your cleats on. And then the word spat it means that they tape over your cleats and your ankles again.
Okay.
But ultimately, it was pretty neat stuff. I mean, these guys, everybody's,
well, it's just like technology, right? It continues to evolve, right? Completely. The stuff that we did 2 years ago is not what we do today.
Correct.
I tell my kids all the time, man, you guys are so lucky, man. I didn't have no internet. I didn't go to the library.
I would have loved to see myself
play
as a kid, right? All the stuff you did as a kid, drinking out of the hose,
drinking out of the hose.
Just drinking out of the hose. Get a video of that for me. That's all I need.
So many people were drinking out of the hose,
used
man.
To take the little thing out of the honeysuckle in the woods.
Yes.
This was back in the day. You used to build forts up there.
And now it is absolutely
insects and worms, and now it's
absolutely unheard of.
Look at Tommy back there. He's like, "Are you guys done soon?"
Is that what he's saying?
No, he's a curmudgeon.
What a curmudgeon?
A curmudgeon.
A curmudgeon.
Tommy K.
Okay, I like that.
He's a
Curmudgeon.
curmudgeon.
I like that. I like that word, man. I like that word.
You know, my boy, vocabulary wise.
I like it. Listen, man.
I'm the John Ritchie.
Oh, that's right. That's John Ritchie. John Ritchie's ready for this game tonight, bro. He's ready for this game.
He was a very cerebral football player.
Yes, he was.
You didn't often see him make mistakes.
No.
He was a really good player.
You could tell that he worked on his craft, with it nauseam.
Oh, you know what popped up in my mind? You had stepped off the mic for a few seconds.
Yeah, what's up?
And we were talking about the Captain America and America's team. During that same stretch, ironically, the Oakland Raiders were a national team as big as the Cowboys were. Just no one paid attention to it.
Well, right.
Think about all the Oakland Raiders gear.
Yes.
Back in the day, the new era,
the black hole, man.
Black hole. All these black jackets. And it was more so than any of these teams today. And it was Raiders and Cowboys, unfortunately, I hate to say, were the national teams that people wore. And you saw more of their colors in other states than any other team.
Think about that franchise. You talk about a franchise that's been decimated over the years, has been led the wrong way over the years, whether it be Al Davis, Mark Davis, you name it.
Dude, I like Antonio Pierce.
Oh, I love Antonio Pierce.
Did you see the game they put on?
Yes.
Against the AFC almost champs, but they played well. They showed their gut. When you have a linebacker, I'll lose my mic. When you have
you're good.
No. When you have a linebacker coaching a football team, it's a little bit different than having an offensive coordinator or a quarterback, or even like Andy Reid. He was an O-line coach when we brought him in here.
Okay.
He was an O-line coach, but he was involved heavily with the offense. Mariucci was a quarterback coach back then. People forget that we brought him here when he was an O-line coach.
It's funny
about he just knew the West Coast offense in and out.
Yes.
People forget John Gruden was here around the West Coast offense.
That's my guy.
That was Kevin. That was when we had Kevin Turner, Ricky Waters.
Yep.
Right. And I made a mistake.
For what?
Kevin Turner did start with the Patriots, didn't he?
Yes.
He started there. Yeah.
He started there.
What a great player. He was a Tom Rathman type.
Look, our boy Fuji's checking in from the Wells Fargo Eagles. Eagles go. My man Fuji's probably going nuts right now. Fuji's going crazy. I know Fuji. He's probably dressed up in his Birds gear, big chain.
Yeah,
he's got a Eagles cowboy hat, not Dallas cowboy hat, but actual cowboy, right? He wears it all, man. He's down there having fun. I'm sure he's hanging out. He's going to the game. He's going to be loud and he's going to be rowdy, man.
Love it.
I love it. But look, Frank, let's take a 5-minute break. Let's wet the whistle a little bit.
Yeah.
Then we're coming back.
Order some food.
I got about 4 or 5 bets I want to get into for this game because you got about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah,
to get these bets in.
Hear your bets.
May have a couple betting people checking in.
We're going to talk about them off air here. I want to hear.
Yeah, you want to hear because you want to win.
I just want to pick.
Because you want to win.
I'll pick them apart.
That's what you want to win. All right, people, we're going to be back. We'll be live back here right from Pike's Pub. We got another hour and 15 before game. Make sure you get here. Listen, if you're in Southampton watching right now, you got a couple people watching right now. Get your ass in the car and get over here, man. We got all kinds of specials going on. Let's watch the game together.
We got Eagles
there take care of us. We're going to have some fun. So we'll be back at 5, and we'll be right back on Pike's Pub Live.
There we go.
we're back from the first intermission. My man Frank's having some fun over here, getting in some live stats and some live works. Heat Ratio Sports, Tony Cutillo, Pike Pubs Live, pissing everybody off, talking loud. That's what we do here. Getting ready for the Eagles game. We're gonna have some fun. Get ready for 8:15 kickoff. We got some best bets. We got my man Jason Mizrahi from WinDailySports.com going to join the show at about 8 o'clock. They give his best bets, and I'll tell you what, man, you don't want to miss it, because yesterday he had people flying off the chain and cashing tickets with his Josh Jacobs ladder bet up to 130 rushing yards, and he had up to 151, man. Like, I'll tell you what, I cannot talk enough about how much knowledge this guy has when it comes to the world of sports betting. We're right here at Pike's Pub, right here, 455 2nd Street Pike, right next to Mount Fuji, sandwiched in between them and Southampton Beverage, right across the street from the new Dunkin' Donuts and Maggio's across the street. We got a lot of things going on. Like I said, we got buckets going on. We got 50-cent wings. We're almost locked in for that 8:15 kickoff. We're going to have some fun. Hopefully, we're going to hit some live bets like we do for the Phillies game. We also got a Phillies game. We haven't talked much about it. We got a Phillies game at 7:40 out there in Milwaukee, but everybody's focused on the Eagles, man. Everybody's focused on the Eagles. And if you're checking in live, I got a couple of people checking in live from the link. My man Adam and Fuge, be careful. Make sure you Uber and make sure you have a good time. And make sure that you really get in the face of all those Atlanta Falcons fans and those fraudulent Kirk Cousins fans as well. Make sure you do that. But listen, man, we're going to talk about some bets here, because we do an HRS triple play and a Pike's Pub bonus bet every single time. And we do normally hit at least one out of those three legs, possibly 2 out of 3, and sometimes 3 out of 3. And last time we were here, we just missed the Bryce Harper home run bet, the Pike's Pub bonus bet we almost hit, but we're going to try to hit that tonight. It'll be a little different. Instead of a home run, it'll be a touchdown. Now, last week, Saquon Barkley had 143 all-purpose yards and 3 touchdowns. I'm not expecting him to do that tonight, but I am expecting him to hit most of his props, because I think they were very low. Well, I'm curious to see what those live lines are right now. But the Eagles opening up against the point spread, Atlanta was getting 5.5. The money line was plus 198 in favor of Atlanta and minus 270 with Philly, man. You see where the money's coming in, and the over was 48.5, the over and under. So very, very curious of where it's going to be. My man Rick says, checking in, says Fuji thinks he's at Wells Fargo. Yo, Fuji, Eagles are at the link. Run across the street, but look both ways. Enjoy, buddy. No, he's in the Wells Fargo lot, Rick. That's what I'm trying to say. He's in the Wells Fargo lot. That's where all the tailgates are going on, in the Wells Fargo lot. So that's, but it is funny, man. I hope he doesn't have to run anywhere, because if Fuji's running, we got some problems. So hopefully he's walking and not running. I can just imagine what his outfit is looking like. But let's get to the HRS triple play, because there's a lot of good bets tonight in this game. Lot of big money ride on this game, especially for Monday Night Football. And looking at some of these surprise players, I think that looking at some of these bets, we're going to have some fun. 96% of DraftKings moneyline wagers for this game are on the Eagles. That means only 4% are betting the money line for the Atlanta Falcons. So either people are going to be really, really rich at the end of this night, or some people are going to be really, really disappointed. Rick says, yes, we do. Yeah, we don't want to see him running, Rick. We definitely don't want to see him running. So let's get to the HRS triple play tonight and figure out where we're going with our bets. And we are back. There's the HRS triple play again, always powered by Heat Ratio Sport, or no, powered by WinDaily Sports, courtesy of Heat Ratio Sports. And as always, promo code is HEAT, HEAT. You get 50% off your betting membership as low as $7.50 a week, because it has all the prop models that you need to make it easy for you to place your bets. Now, I had some fun with this, because I was looking and I was like, how can we get something really, really cool when it comes to a triple play? Maybe a player that nobody's looking at, because I was just looking at a lot of value. Okay, I was looking at a lot of value. One of these, I'm actually going to bet on Kirk Cousins. Okay, but only for pass attempts. because you saw the numbers earlier that he averages almost 31 to 35 every time he plays the Philadelphia Eagles. And he's got a prop at 33.5 for his pass attempts, only at -110, so close to plus money. So that's something that you can really, really get some good value on. So before that number rose up, I placed that bet as well. Added in, how about my man Kenny Gainwell? Over 9.5 rushing yards at -115. Now, I saw the number, some of it at over 8.5, okay, at -110. If you got that number in early, good for you, because that's a very, very generous line on the guy that should see 5 to 7 carries tonight. And I'm going to tell you something now. The Atlanta front line is really, really good. They really are. So this offensive line is going to have to do some work in order to get some yards if it's going to be for Kenny Gainwell. And then we got Jahan Dotson. Now, this one surprised me because we all know A.J. Brown is not playing. We've known that for 3 to 4 days, right? We've already known that. People that are in the know have known that for 5 days, okay? But Jahan Dotson, over 2.5 receptions. You only think he's going to get 3 catches? Like, he's going to be heavily involved in this game plan. And 3 catches to me is not a lot. That number was -120 when I put it in. It's actually moved up to -125. Some sites at -130. So that's my triple play. Kirk Cousins over 33.5 pass attempts. I got it up on the screen. And we got Kenny Gainwell over 9.5 rushing yards at -115. And Jahan Dotson over 2.5 receptions at -120. Again, powered by Win Daily. Use that code word HEAT, HEAT, to make sure that you get the best numbers that you need in order to win your bets. Now, Pike's Pub bonus bet. Like I said, it's not going to be a home run. It's going to be a touchdown. And it's not going to be a player. It's going to be a team. And that's going to be the Eagles' defensive special teams touchdown at +550. I'm going to call it right now that Kason Mitchell is going to run one back from the house. He's going to intercept a pick 6. The Rook is going to be live on center stage tonight on Monday Night Football. I'm going to say he's going to pick off Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk's going to throw 2 picks tonight. And Q is going to run that back +550. Again, if you put $10, it's $55 in your pocket. That's the way you want to do it. Okay. And if you're not a DraftKings member, make sure you get over there and you lock in. And if you use Wendell, you're going to get $250 in free money after that bet closes, win or lose. Okay, win or lose. And you're going to get, I think, 1 month of NFL Plus Premium, which is going to give you the Red Zone. If you don't watch the Red Zone, you don't know what you're missing, because the Red Zone is hot. You got to get into the Red Zone. So, again, triple play. We got Kirk Cousins over 33.5 pass attempts at -110. We got Kenny Gainwell over 9.5 rush yards at -115. And Jahan Dotson over 2.5 receptions at -120. Frank, what are you thinking about that triple play, man? You like you know, any of those bets you don't like, any that you do like more than others? What are you thinking right there, man? We got Kenny Gainwell
for 9 yards.
Yes, 9.5 yards, over 9.5 rushing yards.
Absolutely,
right?
Love it.
No brainer.
Love it. Go ahead, next one.
No, next.
I was stuffing my face.
Over 2.5 receptions.
Love it.
Right?
Yes, especially tonight. Right? He has to step up. We're going to see more out of him tonight.
And how about this one? Kirk Cousins.
We have to.
Over 33.5 pass attempts.
I don't like that one.
Why not?
I don't think he's going to be able to get 33 attempts off tonight.
I like that. I like the way it sounds. I was waiting to say I like that.
No, I don't think he's going to have. No, I think it's going to be. It could end up being such an ugly game for them.
It could be.
That fourth quarter with 10 minutes left, he could be out of the game.
Now, how about the Pike's Pub bonus bet? I got a defensive touchdown +550. I like Kason Mitchell. Run it back.
You said something about a special teams touchdown.
Well, it's defensive or special teams. Okay. That's the bet that you have to put. But I'm saying
so just like fantasy touchdown.
Okay. Yep. I like the pick 6.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, right? It's been a while. What better way?
We're due. I think we're going back like 3/4 of a season since we had a fumble recovery or a pick 6. And you know who it's going to be, or I would wish it to be, is our punt return boy, our little Cody.
Yeah, that would be great.
I would like to see him take
Britton Covey.
I said Cody. Why did I say that?
You said Covey. That's okay.
No,
I'm not a grammar. I'm not the grammar police.
I want to see him.
I like him, man.
Me too. We talked about it. He's a smart kid, man.
He is. He really, really is,
He
man.
knows how to set up his blocks.
He's a smart
as
kid,
best he can.
and he's got that slot quickness.
I would like to see them have 4 or 5 plays for him a game. I'd love to see him.
I thought in the offseason, I thought that's what they were going to do.
You could put him at the Z, and you could design plays for him as a Z. And
what is that? What do you mean? Is it when you say Z? What does that mean?
Okay, so Z. So
I'm being dumb because I don't know.
Okay, so let's pretend we have 2 tight ends, right? So if you have 2 tight ends and you're double tight, left tight end's an X, right tight end's a Y. Now, when you split them out, you're taking a tight end out, putting a wide receiver in. So that split left, that AJ Brown now is your X, and that Devontae Smith is your Y. If you're not going double tight now. Your halfback, your Saquon, is an H. So I don't know if we have a fullback on the roster. I actually think we have one, but a fullback is the F. Now the Z is your slot back typically, and he could be, he's pretty much a guy you can move around quite a bit. He can probably take some carries out of the backfield. He's a jet sweep guy, but I think in the end, that thing is pretty cool that he's got going right there. Is it not?
I love it, man.
I couldn't help but say something about it as we're sitting here watching.
I know, because you're looking at it.
I just looked over. I don't think everybody realizes what we just have in front of us, but
oh man, we're just lucky people, man.
Where the heck was I?
We are blessed.
Shit,
we are blessed. You were talking about the X and the Y and the Z receivers.
Oh yeah, the X, Y is the fullback is an F, but as a Z, they can get him in there and design some plays for him where he's out in space, where he's getting the ball when he's moving. Like, we haven't seen a jet sweep with him, right?
We have not seen a jet sweep.
Now he's a little light in the pants and maybe a little worried about getting hit, but you block it right, you design it right, and kid could be, he could be helpful there. I'd like to see him, target it a couple times a game.
Look at Jason Kelsey's dance moves right here. You can't see this, but look at Jason Kelsey's dance moves right here, Frank.
Look at him.
That's all. Like literally, that's
he's doing the running man. But
yeah, he's nuts, man.
Little
he's
off
nuts.
There.
I mean, look,
dude, he is just fun, man.
He's a fun dude.
Look at him. Do we have a score? Are the Phillies? What time is it?
No, 7:40. They don't. Right, first pitch is 10 minutes. 7:40.
10 minutes. Jesus, night feels later than it is.
It does. It definitely does. It's Monday Night Football.
It's the Egg Harbor.
That's why, man. It's Monday Night Football. That's why it feels later than it is, because you got the game at 8:15. Now you're going to have the Phillies game at 7:40. So at least you have something to get you in to the football game.
I imagine everybody watching and listening is going to have the Eagles as the main channel. They'll be flipping back and forth. You'll hit that last button a bunch tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right? Every time there's a if you're good, I'd like to think I'm pretty good. I'm probably sure you are too. But if you're good, you can get back and forth in between plays. The timing.
Now, if you're really good, you have YouTube TV. And you can do the split screen
or 2 TVs in the same.
No,
room.
you just need a split screen now.
I have a projector.
Okay, well there you go.
I stop like TVs in the bedroom. Like I'm done with it. Literally, I bought a projector. I have a 109-inch screen.
Wow!
I put on my wall. I paid like $140 for
109-inch screen.
109-inch on my open wall.
Wow!
I have one open wall. I took a painting off of the wall to do that, but yeah, I mean,
wow,
stuff's great. So
that's impressive.
You can move it anywhere. Bam, plugs right into your phone, bro.
Yeah, I've seen them before. Remember when they came out with the whole like HD, DLP, LED, and all that? Remember it was all back in the day. It went
just
kept so
going
many.
up.
But listen, before I want to tell you this because it make you feel a little better about this Kirk Cousins bet. Okay,
I don't like.
No,
it.
hold on for a second. In his 13,
I don't want people to like.
In his 13
away.
Previous Monday night starts, he's averaging 36 pass attempts. He's averaging 39 in 11 games against the Eagles. And the over is 33 and a half.
That should totally make you go the other way. He can't keep that up.
Oh, yes, he can.
No.
Yes,
I love you, kid, but not tonight.
I don't know, man.
Shit. You watch. It'll be over. He'll put up 42.
Yeah, well, listen.
Right? It happens every show. Look, we have a mime. A
mime. I haven't heard the word mime.
We have a mime in
a very long time. I have not heard the word mod. Hey, I'm excited because it's the first time we're gonna have a play-by-play Eagles game.
Oh man,
I mean, we're normally doing a play-by-play for the Phillies game.
Listen, I would love to have a few moments where we designate you as the play-by-play.
Okay,
third and whatever you know, and I do the color.
That's fine.
I would love.
Guy, man. I'm just gonna be the hype guy.
Do that. God, this is like. Do you realize I wouldn't be here if you didn't just one day invite me on? All I had to do, I was playing Golden Tee.
You love Golden Tee.
No, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Golden Tee.
Golden Tee is one of the fantastic arcade games of all time.
Thank God I'm a Type A personality, and I reached out to you.
Now, before we went live after the break, I heard a little Eagles chant going on down there. I don't know if that was like
we did that
premeditated.
That was one of the other curmudgeons.
Okay, well, I'm hoping those curmudgeons will like to do some Eagle chants throughout the night. Is that what they do?
I could get him chant right.
Yeah. Now. Okay.
Glenn's a good dude. He's just a little gristly in his elderly.
That's
years.
Okay, man. We all have our moments, right?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
We're taking it all Eagles on the field right now. Doing some pre-game,
doing little agilities. Yep. Just make sure everybody knows you do agilities before we stretch.
You count down
agilities first.
21, 27 minutes.
When we were kids, he used to stretch first, then do agilities.
Yeah,
you do agilities first.
There's AJ. AJ on the field.
There we go. Dr. Pat Wasser walking by.
Doctor,
look at my man.
Doctor.
Spectrum Metal.
He's the best.
Sorry.
I love it, man. You're the best.
That's Pat. Known him forever.
Tony.
Good dude. Good dude.
Oh, you're the man. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you,
that.
Pat. Thanks, Patty.
Thanks, man. I like that.
Have a good night, brother.
I love listening to that.
Bro, I've known him. You know, we're as men of a little bit of, halfway through life. It's nice to have friends that you've known since you've been 6, 7, 8.
Wow, 6 or 7.
I've known impressive. Him since I've been about 7 years old. Him and his father, close with my dad years ago.
That's impressive
for a long time. But a lot of people I have in my life. I'm very, very thankful for what I have.
Listen, man, me too, man. My son's coming here for the game, so he'll be here at 8:15.
I have a feeling we're gonna get our family together much more in the future.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Actually,
my stepsons are almost 6 and almost 12. So
nice.
What ages are yours?
Now 17, 19, and 24.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
I'll make you really feel old. My daughter, congratulations to my daughter, right now, just made settlement on a house today.
Nice.
So her and her boyfriend taking that next step.
Now you ready?
Yeah.
My daughter's 28.
Oh man.
28, bro.
28, man.
I was a youngin'.
Yeah, I was too.
I was too.
I know what the hell I was doing.
You were. But you know what?
It all worked out.
Of course, because we did it right. Because we cared.
It all worked out, bro.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know. Your bet 33.
I like the 33.
You're making me reconsider my thought.
See, I'm sure I am.
I don't like when that happens.
So let's talk about let's throw in some keys of the game now. Yes. Like I think I know you did a lot of research. You do a lot of work when it comes to keys to the game. For me specifically, I talked about Jalen Hurts, 2 bad interceptions. I look at the other team first and foremost and say, I don't like the fact that we got gashed by Josh Jacobs. Okay. I didn't like that.
One of the first 2 keys.
Yes. 414 total yards. Okay. And we got
how many rushing yards? 100 and what?
123.
I thought they had more than that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but too much. And you're going up against a much dynamic runner this week in Bijan Robinson.
For sure.
A really good number 2 in Tyler Algier, who's like a bowling ball. So
his touches will be limited.
They will. But when he gets them, I think they'll be very, very productive.
I think they'll do it strategically. Yeah.
So for me, number 1, and see if you feel, number 1, Bijan Robinson. Number 2, Kyle Pitts. And number 3, which is a wild card. I think you need to really be careful. And that's Darnell Mooney.
No, but okay.
I think you have to be very careful with Darnell Mooney.
What we're not talking about is their defense at all.
No.
right?
No, I'm just saying.
No.
Right.
We're talking keys. We're talking keys, and we'll get to that. But
Grady Jarrett's a stud, by the way.
You know, every game, Tony, if you can control the line of scrimmage, you are going to win the game. Now, the chances that in the same game you control the line of scrimmage on both sides or stalemate, it's tough to do that. But there's a reason we've started the way we have in the last number of years. And that's because we've controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football. So if we keep them under 110 yards rushing, okay,
110 yards rushing.
We kept them.
That's possible.
Yeah, 100%.
I like that.
If we keep them under 110, we'll probably win the football game, as long as we don't lose the turnover battle.
I can see that,
because we somehow came out with a W 10 days ago, losing the turnover battle, and the percentage of winning it changes dramatically when you lose the turnover battle. So we can't put the ball on the carpet. We need to make smart decisions with the football, right? And I don't think Jalen, I think he'll have a rocking game. I think he's going to just be all over. One of the things I think is keys as well in the offense is we'll see a lot more quick timing patterns. I think you'll see more because AJ's not there. I think you'll see more a lot more quicker patterns, 3-step drop stuff, balls out, more flare passes to the running back. I think Saquon may have a few more catches this game than he did last.
Agreed. I definitely agree with that.
But Tony, if we don't get Dallas Goedert involved, we'll go only so far with that occurring, because you can't go deep into a playoff run without a tight end that can catch the ball and be productive. And what bothers me most is he couldn't block a statue, bro.
Well, that's why. That's one of the biggest issues.
And then what happens is you take him out of the game and you put somebody else in, or you do 21 package and 2 tight ends and 1 running back, and next thing you know, they know you're running.
Yes,
they know it. They're
100%. They know
it. I'm sure he tries his best, right? But his best, unfortunately, it isn't good enough. He was. I was doing a little bit of research. I think I told you I was looking at what we did in terms of grading out.
Yes,
for our the Packers game, and I was explaining to everybody. This is when you had stepped away for a minute.
Okay,
actually,
I know you heard said something about the O-line too.
Yes,
I was curious about that.
It's the PFF grades.
Okay,
and
Pro Football Focus,
and what they do. Like, keep in mind a 60. And this is, the people earlier heard this a little bit. I'll just make it quick, but
that's okay.
But a 60 is average, right?
Okay,
we're used to 70 being an average. A 60 is average. So I went through and looked at our O line and how we graded out. Mailata was an 80. Okay, now you get into above average players. When you get into the 80s, you're a good player. Anything in the 90s is elite, right? Because I've seen elite.
Yep.
Landon Dickerson came in at a 75.5. A really good. That's a good grade.
That's a very good grade.
That's a good grade. Your boy, Mekhi Becton.
How'd he do?
73.8.
Well, very good grade.
Very good
for
grade.
A guy that was washed.
And he right. Yeah, 100%.
And University.
Juergens, Cam.
How'd he do?
68.7.
Yeah.
We saw he struggled a little bit with the blitz.
Yeah,
at least that's what I saw. And
I saw that too.
But what I did see was him being able to move. He can move almost as good as Kelsey. Not quite the same, but he can move. And I saw him get out onto the edge when he was pulling to make some play. I did see that. But you ready? Dallas Goedert, you ready?
Yeah, what's he got?
56.
Yeah, he stinks.
Sucks, dude.
I mean, listen, he doesn't stink, but he's just not the guy everybody thought he was going to be. Put that way.
He stinks.
Right?
All he can do is catch like Chris Carter, but he doesn't score touchdowns. What did Buddy Ryan say? All Chris Carter did was catch touchdowns. That's why he released him in the midst of his coke days. He was all drugged out.
Yeah, he was.
That was the fact. It was cocaine was his drug. But that's what Buddy Ryan said. Why'd you trade him? All he did was catch touchdowns. And years later, Buddy said to him, like, that was my point of trying to tell you guys, like, you should have known something from that comment. He said that was very thought out what he was going to say.
Yep.
And, but yeah.
That's a very big grade for the tight end, man.
And that encompasses the whole game.
Oh, we got a score bomb already?
Foul.
Oh.
Long.
We almost got to ring the bell, man. We almost got to ring the bell.
Wouldn't that have been nice that early?
It would have been nice to ring the bell. Look at that.
Can I
wow.
tell
Like
you-
wow. He's got his wrists
Swing.
are so quick.
His
man.
swing from A to
My
Z.
God.
I go back. I think we talked about this a little bit. Like 19. I'm 51. I go back to 79 when I start remembering a lot about baseball. Ricky Henderson, in my book, is the greatest leadoff hitter I ever got to watch. There have been others that are right there.
Ricky was the man.
And then he gets on first. He's going to tell you, Ricky. He used to speak in the first person. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
About him. Did you ever hear that story?
Yeah.
Maybe we both saw the same thing.
Ricky loved.
Who was saying that? It was Will the Thrill. It was San Francisco Giant.
There, you want to talk about a sweet swing?
No, Will Clark was telling the story.
Will Clark.
He was telling the story. It was funny.
Yeah,
it was funny.
That was a sweet swing. Will the Thrill, man.
Did you see the post Lenny Dykstra put out the other day?
Which one?
Does Matt know we're live?
He's helping, bro. Look at this,
dude. Whatever he's got going is really unique.
Well, he's very proud, and he should be, because
can I tell you something? He should be proud of himself in multiple ways.
Yeah,
Matt told you about his health kick.
Unbelievable.
How many pounds, Matt? 250. 250 pounds.
257
in just 2 years,
bro. I love it. I love it.
Former William Tennant Panther.
But here's what's going to get you. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. This is awesome, man.
That's pretty cool stuff.
On base percentage, 401, career hits 30,055.
Look what it gives you after that.
Oh my God. Had a unique ability to work counts and draw walks, leading to a career high of 1,406 walks. 1,406 walks.
Yo, how smart are we gonna look going ahead?
We are.
Holy crap.
Here's a great.
We need
stat.
4 screens.
Can I just say, hold on? Here's a great stat.
Go ahead.
So his career hits were 3,055. Okay.
Yeah.
Ichiro
had
3,089 hits. So it was fewer seasons. Yeah? Okay. But what I'm saying is, just think about that. It's only about 40 less than Ichiro. I mean, than Ricky Henderson. That's how good.
How many bases did he steal?
How many bases did Ricky steal?
Oh, I'm surprised. No,
1,406.
Ichiro.
Oh, Ichiro. Oh,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'd like to know. I should. Yeah, I'm out of there, Matt. I'm out of there. I left.
Right here.
No, here I am. There it is.
What? Wow.
But yeah, we need our tight end to do more.
We definitely do. Now our man David's checking in from Cedar Hill, Texas. My man David Hill checking in for Cedar Hill, Texas. And what's going on, fellas? He says, question: when did Chris Carter retire from football? What year did Chris Carter retire from football? You want to take a guess?
2001.
2001?
That's a guess.
I'm gonna.
That's it.
You think that's it?
It was real close after Randall left.
Think
Minnesota.
So?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna find out.
He didn't play anywhere else.
Not sure.
He didn't play anywhere else. He didn't play after Minnesota anywhere else, did he?
No.
2002. He may what?
2002.
I said one. I was
brief final stint with the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't even remember that, man. I didn't remember that. Okay. I did not even remember that, man.
So you had the Ricky. Did you pull that thing up about Ricky again?
Yes.
How many steals did he have?
How many steals did he have?
Ricky Henderson steals weren't they in the almost
1,406.
All right, so Ichiro had about 500.
Yes.
510.
Ichiro was just an absolute stud.
And definitely not given the credit he deserves.
No.
There's a lot of guys out there we just don't talk. You know what? There's a
lot of guys.
There's too much history.
There's a lot of history.
We are at the point now where
there's a lot of history.
Yeah.
Tons of history. And
we need to get
we talked about that.
We need Marlboro to sponsor a show so I can smoke a red up here.
What's that? Yo, man.
I know. You know I'm playing with you.
But wait a minute. One thing I want to say, because I do want to, while we're on the baseball camp,
and then back to Schwarber's swing.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
But I'm looking at Bryce right now. I know a lot of people were questioning.
Glenn's questioning.
Yeah, 2000. So hold on, Chris. David Burris, 2002. David is when he retired from the NFL. 2002.
Okay.
After a brief stint from the Miami Dolphins. But
I don't listen. He didn't play in a regular season game with them. I bet.
No, there's a hit from Bryce.
Had to be a.
There's a right off the bat hit from Bryce.
You know what? That guy loves it here. Bryce effing loves it here.
Yes, he does.
He loves it here.
I just watched a pizza review with him with Portnoy. I didn't even know he did one.
Really?
Bryce Harper, yeah.
What do you think of him?
Who, Portnoy?
Portnoy.
I don't know.
It's like a love-hate.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess I've been known to be a little cocky, so I kind of like his bravado.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's also not a stupid person. He's an intelligent guy.
The only thing I will say is at least he's like transparent and legit.
I don't know if the guy about what
he's legit and transparent. Like he doesn't beat around the bush.
I tend to question his taste buds, but other than that,
for the pizza reviews,
yeah,
some of them are very, 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 very interesting.
That was a strike. That was a strike.
Castellanos, my man, Casty,
your boy.
Ready for this one?
Yeah.
How good this stuff is.
Let's tell me.
Bryce Harper's love for Philadelphia runs deep and is rooted in several important aspects, ranging from the city's passionate sports culture to his personal and professional connections. Since joining the Phillies in 2019, he has frequently expressed his admiration for the cities and its fan base. I mean, look, let me ask you this. Did you expect him to sign here?
Never. I thought
he was going to do it.
It was a pipe dream.
You thought it was a pipe dream?
Tomey was the last guy we got that was a pipe dream.
Yes.
Okay. Jim Tomey.
Yes.
No, I didn't think we were going to get him.
So why didn't you think just because
we're Philly and people, there's that rough edge they don't want to deal with.
Yes.
The reporters here are relentless, dude.
Yes.
Okay.
You're right.
They're half asses because they just aren't smart enough to ask the questions the right way. If they just knew how to word their questions.
Cassie strikes out, by the way. Leaves Harper stranded.
So, yeah.
That's okay.
Here's something about reporters. They're asking questions that they want answers to. Most of the time, they just don't know how to word them properly.
That is true.
If they worded the question in a way that was non-threatening, because most of the time their questions are so directed and have spears with them.
Yes.
If you just learned how to ask, and that's like a sales thing. They're kind of salesmen.
Yeah,
they want people to buy what they're saying.
Yes.
Just like we are kind of to agree.
Yes.
But not quite, not even really the same. But you would just think that they would learn how to say things differently here, but they don't. They're all, they say the same questions over and over. And if someone doesn't give an answer, they'll ask the same thing again in a different way, but still.
But do you remember why we signed Bryce Harper? Do you remember who was the reason why we signed Bryce Harper?
Who?
Yeah.
Player or
it was the owner.
Right? Yes, it was David Montgomery.
Because you remember back in the day, you had that.
It was David Montgomery.
Matt Clintack as the GM.
Yep.
All right. He was. I still don't know what he did here. Okay, but
how about Ed Wade?
Listen,
we could
go.
We'll touch on
the whole
that.
thing, but no,
way better than we ever gave.
What do you
him
think? Like
for.
when you're giving the keys, right? This is the GM, and you're saying, "Look, we need to get this done," and he can't get it done, and you have to hop on a plane yourself.
That's okay.
And lock it down.
You know what? Listen, we've had a talk about sales and how that approach has to be. Sometimes you and I've had those conversations. It's the same thing. Guess what? Okay, my sales rep couldn't get it done. The sales manager is going to do it, or the owner's going to close the deal. However you have to do it, you do it. And it's just unfortunate that he couldn't rely on him to finish that. No,
it really is, man.
But
really
that's a personality thing, and
it definitely is.
You just, I don't know. You're just not getting to people the right way.
No, not at all. And listen, I'm just glad we're here. I'm just glad that we didn't sign Manny Machado. I'm just going to say that because I am not a Manny Machado guy.
Can I tell you, I've had him. I love him for a long time. I love Manny Machado, but his temperament has turned me off to who he is.
Oh, look at Harper diving for that play. Now real
2
fast,
years he can be a.
what's your concern level with Ranger Suarez? Because remember,
Well,
you were talked about last week.
I haven't looked at what's his fastball topping out.
What's
today.
his fastball
We've been
topping out?
talking so much a little about everything else. I haven't even peeked up there, but no, he had dead arm, man. He was
Dead arm.
Now, little guy like me, that's as much as you get. But this guy should be throwing in the low 90s, 92, I think 93.
I think he was throwing 95 at one point, right? Right? I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't want to say yes or no and and say the wrong thing. But yeah, I don't know. He worried me. He worried me a little bit last time I saw him pitch.
Yeah, I mean, well, remember, I lost a bet from you because of that, bro.
You did $5, and you never paid me. Just you never paid me.
I never.
All right,
never
so
I'll pay you
so
back
listen, no. So listen, so I think historically, Ranger Suarez is around 93, 94 miles an hour.
Okay.
But not too overpowering, but effective due to his ability to locate the ball.
Yep.
Right, he moves it around, he mixes it up, and his other pitches, and he changes speeds. That's the only way you're successful as a major league pitcher is if you're accurate and you can change speeds. Unless you're one of these guys that just throws 101 miles an hour, because that's hard, right? 92 to 95, hitting that, okay, that's not so bad. Okay, but you hit 100 miles an hour, that's insane. That's insane. But he's a change-up slider guy.
Change-up slider.
But, I still haven't seen, as we're sitting here talking, I still haven't seen what they haven't posted
So hold on, we got
speed on his.
We got a question that says my Cardinals put the NFC on notice on Sunday.
Oh,
Marvin
God.
Harrison Jr. out here looking like a young Randy Moss.
Shut up.
So
Randy
let me
Moss.
ask you something, Champy.
Oh.
Let me ask you this, brother. So what did he do after those 3 catches?
I need to see these things.
Right? What did he do after? Like, again, I love the potential. I do, but I think people get a little too carried away, right? I mean, I will say this though. He did do it against a very solidified NFL cornerback and Tre'Davious White.
It's one game.
I get it. It was all right. Look, he correctly it was 4. So he had 4 catches, right? 2 of them for touchdowns, where he just absolutely blew away coverage.
And that's why they drafted him. And guess what? I hope he continues to do that. But
so wait a minute, my man. Hold on. See, this is where we got to get everybody involved here, because this guy. Now, what happened is our offense is great. We have way more weapons. Come on, man.
Wait, who said that?
This is
about what team?
Arizona.
Okay, Arizona. Your quarterback's the size of a pint of milk, dude.
This is what I will say, though.
Guy runs all over the field like a fire drill.
I've consistently said this, and I'll continue to say this.
And he's not smart.
Kyler Murray.
He's not smart.
Will never win a Super Bowl.
Never.
He
won't even go to an
never
NFC Championship game.
No.
Never.
No.
Ever.
I'm sorry.
Mark it down.
Now, I do. Listen, I am in love with the potential of Marvin Harrison Jr.
I love that, too. Listen, I'm not a Kyler Murray hater.
I'm not either.
Can I just say that? I'm not.
I just don't think he's going to have the ability to win a Super Bowl ever in the NFL.
I don't either, but I love watching him play.
Yeah,
so whoever this guy is, I don't want you to think I hate your guy. I don't hate your guy. I respect him. He throws a really good football. There's just something.
Oh, hold on. I like this. This is champion. Keep this going, brother. I like this.
This is champion.
He says Kyler Murray greater than Lamar Jackson and Tua. Now, obviously, Tua, right? No. I can see that.
No.
What about Lamar?
Better?
Can't be better than Lamar.
Okay.
I'm not giving him
saying
Lamar.
That right now based upon the start of this season.
Because of what happened with the concussion.
If this was the middle of last year, he would not be saying that.
I don't know. I'm having a feeling. I have a feeling Champy knows that he's always felt this way, even before the concussion issues. Listen, he loves his team.
Listen, Tua was definitely overrated. Overrated for sure. But then you get in. I don't know.
So I'll say this: Kyler Murray,
quarterbacks.
even in saying that, He says, no, he's right. He says off of quarterback skills, especially throwing. I think I will give him that. Healthy Tua, right? Let's take this if you just go Tua and Kyler, I'm taking Kyler. But if you're going Lamar and Kyler, I gotta take Lamar.
You have to. You have to. I would take Tua over Kyler as well. Take away his concussion syndrome.
Right.
He's a smart. He's a
exactly.
very. I think he has a higher football IQ than Kyler Murray.
100%. 100%.
I think.
I mean, look, you got the athleticism, right, with Murray, right? The quickness, allow him to extend plays, scramble, evade defenders,
right?
Compared to other quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson due to his elusiveness. But I just think overall, from a skill standpoint, I have to go with Lamar.
I'll tell you what, though. You want to hear a crazy statistic?
Yeah, let's hear it. I love the stats.
This is insane. Kyler Murray has a 114 passer rating against the blitz.
Really?
Do you want to know why? It's because of his feet.
It's gotta be
because you get a blitz. He always breaks the pocket down. So in 2021, we're going back that far, but his ability to scramble allows him to complete more passes outside of the pocket than most. But pretty cool to know that. But
now, wait a minute.
Does
that mean his football acumen?
No, it does not.
He can read the blitz?
That just means he's Vic-ish. He's a
Michael
runner.
Vick-ish?
He's Randall-ish. He's Vic-ish. Because Randall, he was not the sharpest tool in the shed when it came to reading defenses.
This is true. Now,
apparently he just didn't put the time in until he got to Minnesota. And
Sammy says, I think. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, he says, I think Murray is good enough if you have the right team and weapons around him. Have you seen the other guys on their offense besides Harrison? They could be historically dominant this year.
His name's Champy?
Yes.
All right, listen, Champy. I'll tell you this. If Kyler Murray had the Eagles' offensive line of 2021 or 22, okay, maybe he gets to a conference championship, but he's still not winning.
Well, I listen. I will say this with Champy, man.
There's never been a quarterback under 6 foot to win a Super Bowl.
No, I listen. I do agree with that.
And if it was going to be anyone, it would have been Doug Flutie.
Doug Flutie.
He got hosed.
But he's asking if we've seen the other guys on the offensive side of the ball. And I will say this.
Their offensive line is not great.
No, I'm looking at their skill positions, right? So, I like obviously Trey McBride is a stud at tight end. He's better than Dallas Goedert.
Yes.
Okay. I like Greg Dortch as a number 2, number 3 option. I think he is a fantastic.
You got a little more knowledge on him than I do.
Very good upside. He's probably like 5'10", but he can do it all, right? Yeah. Listen, they have James Conner's an absolute beast. Okay,
absolutely.
But you know what?
How did they let him go? How did Pittsburgh let him go? He proved himself there.
He did.
He proved himself, and he played hurt. That guy played hurt.
He did
with
play
a neck
hurt.
Injury, if I'm not mistaken.
He did play hurt.
I could be wrong, but I think it was a neck injury.
He did play hurt.
But
also let me just say one more thing, because we got our guests on the line. But I want to say Trey Benson Trey Benson. If you watch this kid, he's going to be electric. Okay, so Champy, I agree, bro. Like, all right,
Champy, listen,
I'm going to give you that.
Go ahead.
Before we go to the betting
ranked offense in the NFL last year, right? Marvin Harrison Jr. might push you up to 19 or 18. That's it. There's not enough.
All right, well, we got a special guest on because we have 15 minutes to put our bets in. Let's get to another triple play right here, sponsored by Win Daily Sports. Frank, this is going to be your first time meeting the leader of WinDailySports.com. We got our boy Jason Mizrahi on the line right now from WinDailySports.com. Make sure you're following, as always, WinDailySports.com on all social formats. You see all our numbers are powered by Win Daily Sports right here. You see the QR code here. Jason Mizrahi. Jason, before you even say anything, bro, I just got to say, I threw it out there. The Josh Jacobs ladder. Bro, like, number one, you're always cooking up something. And I will say this, Friday the 13th. So he didn't put it in Saturday. He didn't put it in Sunday. Friday the 13th, man. What was giving you that Josh Jacobs magic, man?
I thought they had to run the ball, man. They didn't have Love back there, so they had to run the ball. He opens up a lot. He looked good week 1. Similar situation week 2. So just went for it. Didn't put a lot of bets in this weekend, man. I put that bet in and Derrick Henry bet in. Henry scared me a bit. You know, he had a rough first half, rough first quarter, but he came through as well. But Jacobs, man, crushed it before half, hit the ladder before half. He's up over $110. So that did me well. But I see what you did, Tone. Just bury the lead, man. You asked me to come on the show after you guys beat down on the Mets the last 2 days. So I know that's why I'm really here, man. I know that's why I'm really here. You got to get on me after you guys. I figure you guys want to let the Mets win so then you can take us out like first round or wild card, whatever it ends up being. But you got a good team out there, man. You got a good team out there.
So, Frank, just so you know, Jason is New York.
Right?
Okay. I already know.
I gather.
So we do battle a little bit.
I like it though. It's all fun banter though.
It's all
good-hearted fun.
It's all fun. But Jay, listen, man, we got about 12, 13 minutes now. I got to ask you what you think about my triple play. Okay, you got to give me some honest, ideas here and say if because Frank's not feeling it. Okay,
no. So let's hear
it. So I got 3 plays that I like. We call it the triple play here. Again, we use that promo code HEAT. Get your sports betting membership here at Win Daily. This is the triple play. Okay, I got Kirk Cousins over 33.5 attempts. Kenny Gainwell over 9.5 rushing yards, and Jahan Dotson over 2.5 receptions, man. Like, don't like, what do you like? What do you not like? What are you thinking?
All right. So Dotson should be good.
Yep.
Don't mind that at all.
Nope.
I don't count completions in my head to really know how high or low Cousins goes, but I think you got to attack Philly through the air. For the most part, I do think Philly's going to be taking a lead here early. They are the better team. They're at home, so game script probably in your favor as well. Gainwell, kind of a toss-up. I like Saquon tonight. I think he's going to have a big game. Played him in DraftKings and FanDuel, all the fantasy. Barkley's going to have a big game. You don't need much from Gainwell. So yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm not against it. I'm with it. I would like Bijan Robinson somewhere in this mix. I think he's going to have a good game at 64.5. I got that 64.5 earlier. I think it's up to 66.5 right now. I think it's a pretty nice bet. So I want to ask you a question because you're known to have some crazy plays, but I got something really, really, really crazy that even you might think is a little bit crazy. On FanDuel specifically, they do these game specials where you kind of need a lot of things to shake your way. But Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson, 25 yards rushing each half is plus money. What's your thoughts on that? Not too crazy, right?
So what was it again?
No, I like that. I like that.
Bijan, 25 yards rushing. Saquon Barkley, 25 rushing in each half. They got to do it in each half for plus 380.
Well, you're the same half. Separately?
What?
Different halves?
No, they both have to do it in each half. So Saquon's going to go for 25 in the first half. Bijan, 25 in the first half. Second half, rinse and repeat.
I like that. I definitely
that's plus 380. Now, if you got a little more courage, 30 plus rushing yards in each half is plus 750. And if you're a complete and utter psycho like I am, if you go for 50 yards rushing in each half, the number is ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous. Like if you have $1, some couch change, throw it on there. On FanDuel, it's plus 11,000. So if you put $100, that's $11,000. If you put $10, it's $1,100. If you put $1, $110. So like, it would take some effort, but I don't think Algier is getting those touches like he did last year. And there's nobody really behind Saquon. It's not like DeAndre Swift where you're trying to figure out who's going to run the ball. It's going to be Saquon all day. It should be Bijan most of the day. You just need luck to they got to get 50 in each half. It does take some luck in there, but I think it's easier than hitting like a crazy parlay. So plus 11,000, threw a couple bucks on that as well.
He's saying crazy parlay because he knows I get jigsaw crazy
Well, he
with
knows
the parlays.
you go insane.
He knows.
With
He
that
knows.
shit.
I wore a jigsaw mask a couple weeks ago, by the way, but I couldn't wear it this week because I couldn't breathe. So I had to stop. I was.
Wait, let me ask you a question. I think didn't you hit when you wore the mask?
Yeah. Well, last year I did. So I tried this week.
That's a little.
Or last week for the first week, and I got so crazy. I was going nuts. I was sweating profusely, and I couldn't breathe. So I was like, all right, I can't do it this week.
No, forget about that. I don't really care if you sweat, you can't breathe. Did the bets hit where you wore the mask?
So when I wore the mask, we hit 3 out of 5 of the bets.
Okay.
Now, so again, like, and you know this. I tell everybody, listen, I put these crazy plus 1750 plus 2500 parlays, but the thing is, you bet the single bets. You taught me that. Bet the single bets, right? So you can come out ahead, or at least come out in the wash, and that's what we've been doing. That's what we're doing. But you are the king of the ladders, bro. I tell you that.
This ladder's a little crazy. This ladder's this is more crazy than normal. I like Bijan to go over 80 as well. I got at 64.5. Over 80 was like plus 180 or plus 170, depending on when you got it, where you got it. I think Bijan, it should be Bijan versus Saquon most this game. How do you guys feel about the Eagles tonight, though? You think it's an easy cover? Are you sweating a little bit? You got Kirk in prime time? Or you think it's Saquon's, second coming, first homecoming to Philly?
Now, I like we talked about, I'm big on Philly tonight. Like, I mean, we've had people checking in like 45-9, talking like, I'm not talking crazy like that, but I like 38-21. I'm going 38-21, man. I'm still 38-21 birds. I have no love for Kirk Cousins. I think he stinks. Okay, he did not. Michael Penix will be the quarterback by week 8 in Atlanta. You mark my words. This dude is going to steal money this year. So, Jay, I'm all in on the birds, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Look, I think Cousins is not healthy. I think for right now, he's hobbled, and I think Philly should just bring pressure to him. If they bring pressure to him, that should be a good look for him.
Yes, Jason, right on the money with
and then they got Slay going after, Slay should be able to hopefully for you guys lock down London. I don't really biggest believer in Pitts. So it really comes down to Bijan. If he gets a lot of balls out of the backfield and catch and dump off, stuff like that, just contain Bijan. Not for our bets. I think from an Eagles fans perspective,
we need to win
some money, and the Eagles need to win. That's what should happen tonight.
I like that. Now, what about? So we do right here. We're broadcasting live right here, Pike's Pub, 455 2nd Street, Pike, right here in Bucks County. Wedge between Mount Fuji and Southampton Beverage. We got 56 wings going. We got $5 bucket. I mean, listen, man, $10 buckets, $20 buckets, $12 buckets. You name it. Make sure you get locked there. I have a Pike's Pub bonus bet, Jay, and I'm going pick 6 tonight. I got a defensive touchdown plus 550
or a punt return. Or a punt return.
Or a punt. It could be defensive or special teams. That's the way you put it in. But
it could be either side, or does it have to be Philly, or any way, any shape,
any way for Philly. Anyway for Philly.
For Philly.
It has to be Philly. All right.
Yeah, I think Kirk throws 2 picks tonight, and one of them is a pick 6 to the Rook in case I'm Mitchell. I
love how you have to. What kind of play it is, Tony? You went all the way through it. You always got to. He calls the play where he calls like a first touchdown or anytime touchdown. It's not just like I'm on Saquon Barkley. He's like envisioning it. He has a dream the night before. He's like, all right, Saquon with the reverse, and then this guy does that. I saw somebody call out your first time touchdown to one of your favorite Eagles, Calcaterra, at plus 5,500. But I don't think that's going to happen. Nobody on our team said that. I saw it on Twitter somewhere, but not my guy.
I could see that. Remember, it was just so Jason's talking about this. He's going to remember. I told him this scenario, and it almost happened last year with Jack Stoll. I was like, dude, Jack Stoll, and I told him, and the play happened, but he didn't get the ball. And I was like, dude, there it was. It was right there. So here, I'll say this, Jay, because you'll like this tonight. This is my envision that Saquon. He's flanked out to the left. Kenny Gainwell in the backfield. It's going to be a fake and a quick draw right to Gainwell, right up the gut, and he's going to score a touchdown. And that's going to hit that anytime touchdown for Kenny Gainwell. Mark my word. That's the play. So when you're watching tonight and you see it, like, God damn it, dude, there he goes again.
I want to hear Jay. Jay, what do you think about Dallas Goedert?
Goddard should be,
as to the overall thought as to him in terms of what he's supposed to be and what he actually is.
You talking just tonight or overall Goddard
I
as
want
an
to hear
Eagle?
your overall opinion of him as a player.
Overall opinion, he's never done anything wrong. He's never done anything like off the charts. And I think the fact that he's playing on the Eagles is such a rush heavy, Jalen is either running or somebody's running with him, or you got AJ now demanding the ball. Same thing with Devonta, on the other side there. So there's a lot of mouths to feed, and they're not like a pass first offense right now. So like in this system, he hasn't flourished really. When people have been hurt or banged up, given the opportunity, I think he's great for what they need him for, and he has stepped up at times. So I think he's good role player for the team. Good situation, could possibly put him in a better light. But we got to see, man. I think Devonta, however you pronounce it, like he's got to step up big tonight. He's the guy that I thought may emerge and really compete for that alpha dog between him and AJ, but then AJ just ripped it out of his mouth last year. Like it was no shot. It was all AJ now. So it's tough, man. It's a run first offense. I think the biggest thing with you guys is you want to go in healthy, man. Like going healthy with a healthy Saquon, to the playoffs, healthy Jalen, healthy offensive line, and your team could be reckoned with, man.
That's everybody. They all have to stay healthy to succeed. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you got any secret, like you just mentioned Calcaterra, you saw on Twitter, but if you had to pick somebody
love saying
that's
that,
unlikely touchdown to score tonight, like an anytime touchdown, who's Jason going with, man?
Anytime touchdown, sneaky. Like in my DFS lineups, I'm hoping it's Paris Campbell because he was like minimum salary on DraftKings. So I would love to see him to sneak in and catch a touchdown somehow. He should be somewhat lower owned. I know he got called up from the practice squad, so he'll be in there. I don't know much about the other, wide receiver 3s or 4s. So depends on game script, but I love to see Paris Campbell get in just from my lineup perspective. I think it's gonna be a lot of Saquon. Saquon and Jalen. Once I get down to like the 5, 6, or 7, it's just running up the gut every single time. So I think it's gonna be a lot of that. Interesting to see what Dotson does. Guy kind of flaked out in Washington in a bad system, bad situation, but you even see what's happening this year. They don't really have a quarterback that's going to chuck the ball down the field. To see what he does, that it seemed like a sharp pickup, late in the season, and it worked out for him already. Where now he's got to step up right now. So interesting to see how Dotson does. I know our guy Dave, Philly guy, pair with you, Tony. He likes Dotson tonight. So see if he emerges, and I'm sure you guys will be excited to see him get in. So I wouldn't be shocked to get him the ball, try to get him in an end zone look. And Goddard's also going to be open around the middle too. So Goddard, Dotson, those would be the 2 guys that probably sneak in, if not Paris Campbell.
Yep.
I got a secret one for you, man. I got another one.
Jay.
You know how
I like it.
Will Shipley plus 1,800. Will Shipley. Listen, he's the rookie running back.
To do what?
Listen, to score a touchdown. I'm just telling you, man. He listen. I look at code words.
No.
Yes.
Tony's seeing blowouts. He's calling up a 38 point total. And they're going to be up big late, and they're going to just be running balls in late. So I see the game theory around what you're trying to say, Tony. Look, someone's got to get in, and if they're up, it will 31 to 14, and it's probably going to be Barkley on the bench. It's probably going to be guys like Gainwell and Shipley and the backups in running the ball.
So let me ask you this, just from a DFS standpoint. You mentioned, I know you got a bunch of lineups. And who has been your favorite captain tonight?
Favorite captain, it's Bijan and Saquon. I think from what I saw, the tush push wasn't as successful. I know it's only 1 week, but it wasn't as successful. So if it's not as successful, that means Barkley should get more of those goal line touches. So I like Saquon. I like Bijan. If not those 2, I think sneaky on DraftKings. You can go Devonta. I think he can still find a way in, have a big game, go for 100 receiving yards because he's the number one target on this offense, and I'm sure he wants to emerge, and I'm sure Jalen wants to get him going, with the one time AJ's out. So those are 3 guys. I'm not really big on Cousins, even though I know how you attack Philly is through the air. I just think he's a little bit hobbled. You still got Slay back there, so if Slay goes out and tries to man up against London, not that Slay is perfect, but Cousins does not look good. Like even in any film I've seen so far, he can't move. And if you can't move, it's really hard to throw the ball, especially on the road, especially, the crowd's going to be behind. And if they get down 14, they should just be blitzing this dude all day long. So I'm not really looking at Kirk Cousins. Pitts and London, obviously they're in play. But for me, it's a running back. It's Bijan and Saquon. Those are the two guys, unless you want to go, deep in. If you got to feel like you got, Tone, if you do think defensively there might be a couple picks and a touchdown, if you want to get super sneaky, Philly defense could be in play too.
I like it, man. I
There
like
it
it.
is. Kickoff right there.
Kickoff. We're kickoff right now. Live.
Here, kid.
We are right here. Kickoff.
Yes.
We love it, man. It's first time Monday Night Football. Let Jalen's out. We get the ball first in Philadelphia. It's going to get high. We got a lot of Eagles fans here, and I already know. I'm already feeling it, Jay.
Nice.
I'm feeling it. We're going to hit a lot of bets. Let me ask you this before I let you go. And again, we're live on the line right now. We've got Jason Mizrahi, founder and leader of WinDailySports.com. You can hear him every single weekend, 6 to 8 on Sirius XM satellite radio with his boy, Seeing the Jod. I filled in for him this week, and I think I did a pretty admirable job. Seeing was on point as well. But let me ask you this. Overall, we talked about this at the beginning of the show, just week 2 in general. Disappointments, surprises. I mean, everybody's talking about the Saints. Can they keep it going? But in your mind, what was the biggest thing you took away from week 2?
Couple things. The Raiders beating the Ravens is pretty shocking to me. Didn't really see that one coming. That team had Super Bowl hopes, and not to say that they can't get there, but they've been struggling to put things together defensively. A little bit shocked by that. I always been a Carr truther. I always thought the guy was good, threw a good ball, and I like to see what he's doing, man. And Kamara's like those plays. It doesn't even look like he's running hard. Like he's just so smooth and glides down the field. And shout out to you, Tone. Baker Mayfield cutting people up too, man. Like
yes, Baker. Love him, Jay. I love him, right?
Yeah, I don't love him. I was dogging it. I was dogging him for like the past couple of years before he had this resurgence.
Oh man,
I don't like guys that do commercials before they actually like got good on the field. So like you can earn the commercials, but you don't do them early in your career. So I was right though. I was right early. What else shocked me? The fact that the Giants, I'm not a Giants fan, but the fact that the Giants scored 3 touchdowns, didn't allow a touchdown, and somehow lost the game, I thought that was pretty funny to see because a lot of my boys are Giants fans, so I was laughing at them about that. So like that, the Jets, snuck out a win. Aaron Rodgers looked okay, I guess. Breece Hall struggling. So a lot of things. KC's still winning. Yeah. But, for the most part, it's early. Too many injuries, though, man. Like everybody – I was dodging some injuries, but then I have Cooper Kupp on one of my big teams. That one kind of hurt. Got Joe Mixon on that same team, so I actually need Bijan Robinson to go for 20+ points to win this week. So got a lot riding on Bijan to say the least.
It's not against you. Got a shot.
I think you got a really good shot.
Yeah, 20. I need a touchdown and like 80 to 100 yards. We'll get there.
Quick timing pattern. Jay, right out the gate, we're throwing quick timing patterns
here. And there's your boy Britton Covey.
What'd I tell you?
Britton Covey, you called that, right? There could be the secret. That could be the secret weapon there. Britton Covey, man. I love it. But Jay, man, what else you got going on this week? You're still on Sirius this week? I'm not filling in this week, right?
I think, I'm on Sirius this weekend, so I'll be there.
You with David Jones or you and Sid?
I don't know. I have no clue. We got to check the schedule. It might be me and you. Who knows, man? I'll be doing that 6 to 8 on the Fantasy Channel, Channel 87. So that'll be fun. Be watching some baseball, watch some football. I don't know who's playing Thursday night, but I don't know if the Jets are playing Thursday night. I know they got another primetime game coming up, Jets and Patriots or something like that. So we'll be watching some football, building lineups, putting out bets every Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a fun time of year, man. It really is. Football's back, college football, NFL, baseball. So kids are back in school, so it's all good right now, man. Everybody's happy.
Great time of year. Everybody's happy, but
it's still good weather on the East Coast too. So
listen,
we're 75, 80, no humidity.
Also, we're happy for Red October. But listen, man, we appreciate you joining. I hope we hit the bets. We're pulling for that Bijan and Saquon. We were 3. Well, we went 3 now, but we are kicking off we're punting. So Atlanta comes back. Let's see what they do, man. But you have a great night, brother. We'll be talking
too,
soon.
man.
And thanks for joining the program.
Nice meeting
Appreciate
you,
it, man.
Chad.
Nice meeting you guys. Good luck to your Phillies and Eagles tonight, man.
Thanks, brother.
Later,
You
guys.
too. I'll say
There he
you as
is,
well.
my man Jason Mizrahi from WinDailySports.com. A lot of this. He is like the professor
Jets
when it comes
guy?
to sports betting. bro.
Jets guy?
Yes.
Jets fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
More power to him.
Absolutely.
I respect Jets fans way more than Giants fans.
Yeah,
do
man.
do we all feel that way?
Maybe.
Do most Philly fans feel that way? Like the Jets fans are like they've hung in for
They have.
1969, dude.
I know. It's crazy.
Broadway,
It's crazy.
Broadway Joe.
I know.
Broadway Joe.
But look, let's take a break.
Quickie.
We'll
Finish
take a
that
break till
cheese steak, little
8:30.
chicken cheesesteak, baby.
Yeah, we'll take a break till 8:30, and then we'll come
Nice.
back and we'll finish up for about
Finish her out.
15, 20 minutes. Then we got a little play-by-play. We're
Awesome,
doing a little
dude.
play-by-play
We-
for the final 20 minutes.
I'd love that.
How's that?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll be back.
That's
Heat Ratio
cool.
Sports Live from Pike's Pub. Tony and Frank will be back.
Oh, man. That'd be nice.
Oh, look at that. We're instantly live. We're back live right here. We got they're going for it. 4th down right here.
Well, I hope he's pretty creative because you can't run a regular play here and expect to get a first down.
Come on, baby.
So
Come on, Kellen Moore. Let's go.
I'm telling you, maybe they're calling for screen here, but
Where are we going, baby?
look at them. We got 4 wide. It says trips left open. Duke. F out. Look at everybody out in this pattern.
Go.
Look at this. Look at this.
Bro, what was that? What was that? Please explain to me what the hell that was.
They had the field spread out, right? They motioned their running back out of the pocket. So they had 5 receivers in that play. And I think they probably thought if nobody was open, then he was going to run it. Every one of those patterns looked as if they were 10 yards or deeper.
But I think he could have ran and got that again.
I will tell you this. If we got to see the replay, I bet you within his first 3 steps when he planted his feet, somebody was open.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'll bet you. We didn't get to see the replay, but he tends to hold the ball too long, and that's something he's been known for, and that's why he fumbled the ball more than any quarterback in the NFL for the last 3 years. But no, we were trips left. We had another receiver to the right. We had a running back to the right of the quarterback. They sent him into motion. He went into a pattern, and we had 5 guys running patterns there on a 4th and 3.
My whole thing is,
I'll tell you, I like Kellen's play call. I didn't like that play call right there. That's like you run a delay screen. That's a perfect time for a tight end screen.
yes.
A tight end screen, you motion. I don't know. You see such ingenuity, but we didn't see it on that play.
Well, I'm going to be honest, man. I see the indecisiveness again. Like I'm going to be the hater here. I'm sorry.
I hate to admit it. I'm on your side to a degree. Like there's something. I don't know what it is. There's something missing.
Something's going on, man.
I don't like that the guy's got no personality either. Can I just tell you that?
I know a lot of people don't like that.
He drives me crazy. Show something, man.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna talk about the guy's character.
I don't doubt his character.
No,
I don't doubt his character. I bet you he's an amazing man. I do not doubt his character. His personality is what I don't like.
Right.
His personality, his character. He's probably an amazing man. He just got engaged, right?
Yes.
I'm sure when he becomes a father, he'll be.
There's Nick Foles. BDM.
Nicky.
Big BDM, baby. Look at him.
Nicky. He's like, let's go.
Let's go. Is he hugging Kirk?
Look at that.
Yeah, okay.
Beat
Is
his
that
ass.
who's that?
He beat Kirk in that conference championship game. I was there for that on that flea flicker.
Is that Bill Belichick down there?
Why is he here?
Why is he there?
What the F is he doing here?
I don't know, man. I don't get it.
You know what I didn't say earlier? Not that it's going to help right now, but I had a feeling we were going to have a safety today. That's good.
That's a great play right there.
Tackling.
That's the Kobe Dean again.
And guess what? He's flying to the football.
So Devin White's really going to question that, man? Come on.
No. Well, yeah, because he thought he was brought here to start.
He got outplayed.
That's why.
He got outplayed.
This kid's playing his butt off right now. And he needed to do it now.
Yes.
He needed to do it.
This was
year.
his time.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Second one. Is that 8 or 9?
That's it. Avonte Maddox in the game.
They're
in the slot.
3 wide.
Oh, that's a big hole, man.
He came out the back door. There was nobody there. I will tell you this, based upon what I saw right there, I think we were in a stunt. The opposite. Look at our defensive lineman here. Watch our D line. See us all go left.
Yes.
We were in a stunt. He just ran the right play. Did you see that?
That was a great call.
Okay, so we
I did see that.
We stunt left, and they ran left. I mean, we stunted to their left. They ran to.
So
our
they
left.
had that wasn't a check though. That was the actual play call, right?
That was the call. Correct.
All
that
right.
was not a check.
I don't want to give Kirk any credit.
There we go. Twins at the top, right? They got twins?
Yeah.
Open to the
Oh,
left.
now we got motion.
That's Z in. They got 2 in the backfield, so it's like a power formation. There we go. But yeah,
Zach Bone again. Dude is all over the
I
place.
love this guy. Can I tell you that?
He is.
I love this guy.
Yeah, I was skeptical, man. I'll be honest with you. I was
we
skeptical.
both were
right
a couple weeks ago, and we haven't seen enough yet to really know if he's the real deal.
Exactly.
But what we've both seen, we like a lot.
But he's strong.
Here we
he's
go.
Quick.
Second and 7.
Second and 7.
Looks like a cover 2 there.
Running it again.
Might have been a man frag. There we go.
So we got third down with 35, maybe.
And this comes into what we talked about, having to control both.
35. But
both.
Let's see what happens here.
Both offensive and defensive fronts have to do their
Look at that play. Oh, that's my boy Ricky. I say him right there.
Shut your face.
I swear to God.
I don't believe you.
I'm telling you, man. He goes to every game.
You would not have. Are you kidding?
His beard, yeah.
Is that radio talk like you
No,
with
that's
me
here.
a couple weeks ago?
Oh, what a play.
That's an interception.
Was that Mitchell? Yeah, I told you, man.
Bro, did he pick it?
But that kid is legit, man.
Oh, he is a.
Look at that close. Oh,
he's out of bounds. He took the ball away. Did it land? Did the ball hit the ground? He took it. He just didn't come in. Oh my God.
Though. I mean, I'm telling you, this kid is lit. All the people that said, he wasn't from a big time school. Come on, man. This kid can play.
Listen, man. Talent's talent. Where'd Randy Moss go to school?
Yeah, exactly.
Mississippi
Marshall.
Valley. Oh, Marshall. Yeah. No, sorry.
Marshall. Right?
Marshall. Where'd Jerry Rice go to school? Mississippi Valley State.
Mississippi Valley State.
I confused the two of them.
That's okay.
Sorry, bud.
Listen,
two
man.
all-time greats.
You know what, though? That's the defense came to play tonight.
You're not closing shit down.
They're running around.
You sounded like you were ready.
No, I'm saying they're running around, man. They're having.
Our linebackers are so much. It's just something that I was so concerned with this year.
And I
think everybody else was. You were too when we spoke early in the start of us coming around together. It was we were worried. I was worried.
Oh, look, there's my boy Foods. Look.
Booze.
There you.
That's the guy you're talking about with the chain. There he is. He's telling it, dude.
Awesome.
He's saying it.
He's hero. I'm trying to it's not playing. I don't know why.
He's saying it. Someday I'll figure out where I want this damn mic.
Let's say,
Tony.
Look, there he goes.
Game day.
Straight from the parking lot, baby.
How about
that? Right now, I love it.
How about it?
My mans are going crazy. It's got to be one hell of a scene down there, like I said, man.
Unbelievable.
But you know what? Real fast, while we're at commercial, talking about Zach Bowen, I think that the biggest thing with Bowen is because of, previous.
I don't think anybody knew who the hell he was.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't know.
Mark Semino.
Yeah.
Right. You're bringing up guys that were trying to, reinvent the wheel. Right.
When he was here, we've just had consistently been let down by the linebackers that we've had consistently. And the last time we drafted a linebacker in the first 2 rounds was, I think it was Stuart Bradley.
Sorry,
Sean's a basketball player.
You remember the linebacker?
76ers. I said that crazy.
Remember the linebacker we drafted in the second round of Andy Reeder?
Are we talking of
Quentin Caver?
Quentin Caver.
Andy Studebaker.
Quentin Caver looked good in the uniform.
He looked good in the uniform, but he couldn't play worth a lick.
He looked good. Do you want to know what's messed up? Mike Mamula.
Oof.
3rd all-time leading sack leader in Eagles history.
Maybe crazy.
second.
Leads the league in Harry's.
Actually, he may. Where's our special little Matt app?
Oh, Matt app.
Pull that up. Mike Mamula he might be the number 1 sack leader.
Oh, look, he's like
Mike Mamula.
Oh, let's see. My man, that's my son giving me the
I know I'm close.
Love.
Right up there. See, he should have kept that.
What do you want to know about Mike Mamula?
Yeah. Eagles all-time leading sack leaders. I bet you he's in the top 2 or 3. And we laughed at him. He showed his junk at Westchester.
Did he really?
Yeah, he whipped his stuff out. He was at the Rat in Westchester, that old club over there.
Let's see. That
was a fun place. Eagles all-time sack leaders. Come on. What do we got?
Mike Mamula has let's
say it.
30 over his career total 31 and a half sacks.
For us?
Yes.
31 and a half.
31 and a half.
I want to challenge. I want to challenge that.
Man, you almost got Devontae Smith killed, man.
Yeah, well, he's light in the pants, bro. He's a little light in the pants.
Look, AJ Terrell's a hell of a player, but
yeah.
Oh my God! And Skinny Batman isn't what you say a physical specimen either.
He tackled him the right way.
No, I did,
and that didn't hurt him at all.
He did.
I'll let you know.
Come on, Jalen, let's go.
Here we go. So we got down a distance, 3rd and 4.
Yeah,
we're in. This is called ace right here. 4 wide, even slots, and now you go fume. 5 wide, 5.
Oh my!
Oh shit! He's turning around like. What is that? What is that?
What's going on here, man?
I am dead set at the. I can't say this out loud. We got a long season to go, man.
No, but I don't know what's going on,
bro. It's our quarterback, dude. Right here. Do you see the sit? He sat down. Whoever was in the slot on the left just sat there.
And that means he stopped running.
He sat down. He stopped. And then he had 2 choices. It was a choice route. It's called a choice route.
Okay.
So a tight end can come up. He can sit, depending on where the guy is in terms of leverage on him defensively, or he can move to either the inside or outside.
I do not like the way that's shaping up in the beginning, man.
I don't like. This game's not taking a very good direction for what we.
I mean, look, I did say that Atlanta has a very good front 4.
No,
a very underrated front 4.
Their
but come on, man,
linebackers are decent too. Their linebackers aren't so bad. They're better than average, I believe.
It's like ridiculous. Now, see
that just as I'm giving Kellen Moore so much credit, he comes out and runs 2 4th down play or a 3rd down play and a 4th down play where he's got 5 guys out running patterns. I mean,
let's say
you need to yeah.
Well, hopefully we got something in these last 10 minutes of this live to cheer about here. Wide open.
Wow. Now you want to know
wide open.
You want to know why? They had play action there, and that froze the linebacker.
He said, "Look, Vaughn said to hit the turn. We're gonna review this."
That was Vaughn who should have had depth there in his drop.
All right.
So they did.
Let's see.
There was.
Let's see. Did it hit the ground?
I bet it did from a different direction.
I don't know.
But he can't control. But no, I mean, when you have play action like that, so as a linebacker, right, your first job is to stop the run.
Okay.
So everybody has something they have to do on the snap of the ball. It's called your first step. As a defensive back, cornerback, a nickel back, a safety, your first step is backwards.
Okay.
Period. Your first step is back. Unless you're jamming somebody, then of course you're not going backwards. Now for a linebacker, your first step is up, forward. You're reading linemen. We talked about reading linemen and where the linemen go and how they block and what makes them. So your first step is forward. So you've already lost a half a second. Now you do play action and then you have to drop. Now, depending, you could have middle or you could have hook to curl where you have to get a little bit wider than you would with a straight drop. But the play action held him long enough and he didn't get enough depth in his drop to get into the passing lane. So that's why that looks so wide open.
Our man Tyler checking in says not taking the point will cost them. Not a huge fan of the play calls on offense so far.
Nah, I don't like it either. I agree with them with the play calls, but it's not going to cost us that 3 points.
I don't like the way Jalen looks right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Tony, I don't like it either, bud.
And I am one of the biggest Jalen supporters that you'll meet. And I
you
do
and I
not like
both
what I'm saying.
Thought we'd probably come out like gangbusters.
Yes.
And here we are. What's there? A couple minutes left in the first, and we're tied at 0.
And we look. But here's my thing too, though.
Play call.
Why are we? Yeah, like
Play
Saquon's
calls.
running over everybody, and all of a sudden we go pass happy again. I mean, I don't understand that. Don't you go with what works? You keep going with what works, man.
I think back to play calling in my
Right.
my limited little play calling time in life, and where I did it, and I sometimes question, and I sometimes think they outsmart themselves.
Got lucky right there. Did you see that? Ray McLeod wide open. They didn't see him.
It's okay. He threw it to a wide open guy.
I know, but
And
like,
the guy's wide open.
luckily he didn't throw it to that guy
Did you
because
see
he's going
Bond?
for
Did you
6.
see Bond running backwards?
Yeah.
Running. He didn't. He got sucked up in there.
All right, here we go, man. First and 10.
I want to see
Approach at midfield.
Let's watch this. Let's watch this lineman. Yeah, that's a power right out the gate. Right out the gate. That's a 4-yard run there. But right out the gate, they got off the ball a little better than us there. Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
Hurry up. That's Twins up top. That's Twins down the bottom with a tight end, though, who's in a pattern. And he's going to
He's not getting touched. Like I told you, when he doesn't get touched, he's not getting touched.
We talked about getting pressure. Honestly, we weren't set. We didn't know what the F was going on there. Unreal. They're going hurry up again. Brandon Graham's on the field. Huff is off. Twins left. Single back. Wide.
Oh my
open.
God.
And you spoke about
I
him.
told you, Algier, man.
You certainly did earlier.
He's a stud
didn't you?
that people don't look at. He's a powerful back. But
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I think I could have ran through that hole. Look at that.
Tony, you could have. You could have.
I don't understand, man.
Matt
Matt
could have run through that hole. Matt could have gained 5 yards there. Matt, you could have gained 5 yards there. You may have got an extra 2 for just trucking the next guy.
He's got 20 something.
There we go.
His prop,
There
by the
we
way, was
go.
over 25.
There we go. 21 offense. 2 tight ends. Fumble. Ball. Sorry.
Come on.
I'm surprised I didn't scream ball.
Come on.
Ball.
Oh, they got it back. Man.
Why does this go so fast, our time together?
Oh, it does, man. We only got about 2 minutes left.
We should stay.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh,
Right back to him. Right back to him. Oh,
Ball was
man.
going to light him up, too.
Oh, he looked like he had a shot at it.
Yeah, Ball was going to light his ass up.
Twins left, zoom, trips right. They were.
Yeah, they're going to go. They're
Their offensive line is beating our D line to the punch.
beating us in the trenches, man.
Right now they are. Right now they are. Jacoby Dean right there. Did you see him hop to his left? Did you see the hop?
I saw that.
Did you see the hop?
I did see the hop.
All right, so that hop cost him a second.
And that's huge, right?
It shouldn't be a hop. It should be a jab step to the left, 6 inches.
Okay.
6 to 8 inches jab step. There's no reason you should hop at the snap of the ball. It should be a quick 6-inch jab step to the side of the wide field or to the strong side.
What is this? Timeout?
Yeah, I don't know what made him hop there. That was weird.
Oh,
It was odd to see. But yeah.
we got a Kelsey
Charge
jersey
timeout.
on. We got a Kelsey jersey on. We got a Kelsey
Charge.
jersey on. There we go.
Mr. Chris in the house. How you doing, kid? No, I won't say his last name.
Got about 3 minutes left here.
What do we do?
What do you before we
Yo,
get out of
Go
here?
ahead.
And what are you thinking, man? Like so far?
See, we should have we didn't even give I didn't even give a prediction before.
Well, you got predictions. We can
Well,
go predictions right now.
Well, really? Does it count at this point?
Yeah, why not? What the hell?
Well, shit,
What would your
it-
prediction of be?
earlier? I thought it was like a 27-24 game.
Okay.
Us winning. Now 17-14. Who knows? Or do we explode in the second quarter
Uh,
and make
Something's got to change,
and then
man.
make it
Come
to-
on, D.
Skyler?
Let's go.
trips left, bunch, Duke. Duke is the running back to the right of the quarterback. Trips left, Duke. There's one hit.
All you gotta do is hit him, man.
There's one hit.
You just gotta hit him. You gotta fluster them.
I love Atlanta's black helmets.
I do.
Right?
My
If you're
favorite
a
colors
foot-
are black
if
and
you're-
red.
Okay.
So I because
So
I
you
was
like the old,
well, let me ask you.
the original Jordan.
Yes,
black
exactly.
and red, dude.
yes,
Yeah,
100%.
killer. Air Force Ones, 1987. With
Air Force
walked
Ones,
into Richboro Junior High with some parachute pants and some black
hammer pants.
parachute pants.
Is this still
Nailed it.
is that Young Hoku?
Who? Young Ho.
Yeah, so they made him. So his name is actually Young Ho, but because of his name, they made him pronounce it differently because it's Young Hoku.
Okay.
I'm just telling you.
There's been worse names.
Yeah, I know, but it's just cancel culture.
Oh
You know what
my
it is.
God. We're not going to be those guys. are we?
No, we're not.
All right.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. But listen, man, I am not looking forward. Or I'm not saying looking forward, but I am looking forward, but I'm not happy. Obviously, I don't think
I'm
anybody
concerned.
in here is happy.
I'm concerned.
I was hoping to hit the Eagles fight song with a touchdown before we get out of here.
Something.
That's
We
not
had a
happening.
Field goal, we could have done it.
It's a very silent, very low key in here right now because I thought we'd be up by 2 touchdowns.
We
I thought we were going to come out on fire.
we should have took the points.
Yes.
Yes.
Would have been 3-3.
Opening drive.
Opening drive.
you
Take the points, right? Take the points.
You take the points. I wouldn't have gone for it there. You take the points. And that could change everything.
Well,
But who knows?
We gotta.
Who knows?
We'll stay live for this
We're-
final drive. One more drive. Let's see
yeah,
if,
let's
let's
do
see
one
if,
more.
If Jalen can
That'd be nice.
win
man.
us back.
That'd be nice.
Win us back.
That'd be nice. So I'll just say a few things to the people listening. So when we say like trips left, that means there's 3 wide receivers out there spaced evenly, right? If you hear the words like trip bunch,
I always wonder what trip meant.
trips is 3 wide receivers to one side, but you could have trips bunch where they're all close together.
Okay.
You'll see that formation as well. There could be a trips bunch invert where now you're putting different guys in a different spot in that trips. But when you see 3 guys to one side, it's trips. It's either regular trips or trips bunch. And motion, depending on the coach. They have a lot of different names for motions. But look, here we are. 2 tight ends, 22, right up the middle. I mean,
Well, look, we got 5
Look,
carries for 40 yards for Saquon already. 5 carries for 40 yards. Gainwell 2 carries for 6 yards.
Yeah.
Only need 3 yards, bro, and it hits
you
already.
need 33 attempts.
The 33 attempts for Kirk Cousins.
You're going to hit on the others.
He's got 6.
Tony, I like the others.
I'm telling you, man, we're
Yeah.
hitting them all.
Nah,
We're hitting them all.
your son doesn't think so either. Your son knows he's not
He's
throwing
eating some
33
wings now.
completions.
He's happy.
Yeah,
now,
look at that
man.
smile. Did you see
Yeah,
that
you see
smile?
that?
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, let me bow down
Chowing
right
down.
now, bro. Let me bow down.
I may have embarrassed him.
That's all right. Nah, he's
That
all
is-
good.
that's
He's all good
that's
wearing that Devontae Smith.
Look at
Kelly
him.
Green.
Go.
All right, let's see. Come on, man.
All right, so I want to see a screen pass in this.
I want to
drive.
see the feed the damn ball to Saquon.
Everybody might think I'm crazy, but like these Chiefs offense is almost unstoppable because of their effing screen game. People don't get
Andy
it.
Reid's huge green game, man.
One of the greatest,
One of the best
designers.
of all time.
So was Steve Mariucci. So was Bill Walsh.
My man.
And you
Thank
want
you,
to
bro.
know who started it?
Be safe.
You want to know the start of the screen game? Who started the screen game more than any other coach before?
Steve Walsh.
Paul Brown.
All right, there's
who taught.
there we go. Just keep feeding, man. Feed the beast.
Yeah, man.
I mean, come on.
Unbelievable.
Like, I don't
Second player in Eagles history with 3 touchdowns in a debut. Terrell Owens.
T.O.
The first play.
What a debut that was. Remember that?
First play of the game.
Yes.
Like a 68-yard.
68.
I think you can't quote me on that. I think it was 68.
It was huge.
It
Where's
was
that
long.
at?
Unbelievable. Here we go. We're twins up top. open.
Second and
Twins,
6.
and there's your tight end now moving over. Now we're trips right, open. We're now 5 guys in that pattern again, Tony.
Finally, there we go.
Yeah, but we're still 5. There must be something that Kellen Moore is saying that is doing what he's doing, because that's the 5th time I've seen 5 guys in running patterns in the same play. 5
He
guys.
just got separation right there.
Yeah, the ball's late. See how late the
It
ball
was late.
Late.
Very late.
Late.
He's hesitant again.
Trips left devil open. Look at him standing there. Ball should have been gone. Now he's going to have to throw it away. There you go.
What's going on? He
Throw
could have
it.
threw it to Goddard right in the middle of the field.
Instantly, within 1 second after.
Oh, what's going on, man? I'm not. Something ain't right.
He's not it, dude. He got lucky. I am almost convinced he got lucky taking us there.
Oh.
Yeah, he had it.
No, I don't think he did, dude.
No. He's pinning it against his thigh. He's got it pinned.
Oh.
He's got it pinned the whole time. That's a catch. It's like a pro right here. Tight end. Receiver up top. This is a pistol, by the way. Running back is behind the quarterback. That's a pistol.
Give it to Saquon.
Not a good block
Nope.
outside. Look who that is. Dallas Goddard.
Dallas Goddard?
No, that was
Calcaterra.
That was Calcaterra. He missed. He whiffed. Did you see? I saw it instantly. Watch him. He whiffs. He's supposed to come down right there. Yeah. See, did you see him come down to try and cut that guy off?
Look at that.
His first step was bad. His first step. So his first step to cut that guy off should have been more severe to the left, and he would have had a chance. But it also looked like they may have stunned it.
3rd and long, man.
Yeah, well, look
Come
at us.
on.
Here comes a blitz. Now,
That what he do? You got to go for it.
you don't have to. Are we still on our side of the 50?
No, they're on their side. 4th and 3.
Yeah, I'd go for it.
I think you got to go.
Yeah, I'm going to run a screen pass.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Can somebody ever?
Saquon better be
Let
involved
me
in this
tell you
play.
something. Anybody who's coached before I can't believe no one's up there saying, yes, please run a screen pass. Please run a screen pass of some sort. Look at us. 4 wide again. Slot left, Twins right, Duke with the running back. Zinn. Look at this guy.
Go!
Look at him.
Thank God.
It's lucky.
He is holding on to the ball
dude,
way too freaking long, though,
dude,
man.
He's
got happy feet. I don't know what the hell's going on.
He's so ready to leave the pocket anymore. He got lucky, dude.
What is this? Please don't be holding.
After the play, he said.
I gotta get one of them stupid.
There's no intent like there, right? What? Look.
Here we go. What? What is wrong with that? He's height. What? I don't get the. Thank you, Troy. Not even a Troy guy.
I'm a Troy guy.
I'm not a Troy guy, but
dude,
thank you for that at least. It's freaking cowboy.
What?
Sorry.
Okay, whatever. Grow the F up.
No.
Seriously though.
Honestly.
Oh God.
I mean, that's
I'm only
weak call.
busting their chops, of course.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Saquon touchdown.
I like Troy, honestly. Oh man. Here we go, guys.
That's such a bullshit call.
1st and 15. So that was an innocent spike. That wasn't like in somebody's face.
Right.
That wasn't like he did it to show somebody up. All right, here we go. This is like a tight trips left. No, it's actually, yeah. Now we're trips to the right. And he run a toss. See, that play works like 0.7%.
Oh my God.
You cannot run toss in the NFL, period. You can't run it.
Dude.
You can't run it. Damn phone's up there somewhere. I wanted to look that up that we were looking at, huh? No, and that little special athlete.
I know.
And I'm like, I got something for that thing right here.
Taking the Eagles to the playoffs each of his first 3 years.
How funny. How funny.
Now you got second and long.
Yeah.
Gainwell is in the game for the Eagles on 2nd and 20. Falcons bring one. Extra man hurts him. More of what he did.
I mean, look, man, this is what he's got to do. This is what you got to do to open it up. I mean, I don't,
He's
you
got to
know.
do something. I don't know why he's got it so spread out. I don't know what Kellen Moore saw that's got this. We're constantly, we are spread out this whole game. We've only had a few.
At least he made a quick decision
only
there,
had a
though.
few
It went.
plays
You
where
know
we-
what I mean?
Crazy.
When they've got everything covered up and
Crazy.
able to turn a negative play into something positive. But it is 3rd and 11.
Mm.
Third down.
Third
That's
and long, yeah.
not a real number. Trying to find. Here we go. We're wide open. Trips. We're trips left. Twins right. It's 5
Go,
wide.
go.
Dive like Randall.
Go. There we go. There we go. Let's go, baby.
What?
Let's go.
happens
Come
is-
on.
Oh my God.
This is what he's going to have to do right now, man.
What did I tell you carries wise earlier? And you laughed at me. I said he's got to carry the ball 3 to 5 times. And you said no. You
Did I?
I think
I
you
remember
did.
that.
I'll check it out when I go home. I'm laying in bed to watch the show. Sometimes I watch.
Again, why are we getting cute? Oh, my God. Is that PI?
Has to be holding or PI.
5 yards, defensive holding, right down, or Hampton distance of goal.
Huh.
Oh,
Oh man. See, that's a mental error, Tony. Right?
Jesus Christ, man.
As a coach, it's okay if like you made a mistake, you didn't put your hand in the right spot, the guy beat you to the
Lane
quarterback.
Johnson, though.
Well,
doesn't happen.
No, so you kind of got to write that off. Let's see how far downfield he is. Yeah, he's 5 yards downfield.
But again, why do you get cute right there? Just run the friggin' ball.
Agreed.
That right? Like, I
Run
don't get
the
it.
ball 3 times in a row. 3 times in a
Paying
row.
$30 million for a friggin' running back, and you're playing, dude.
Mark,
don't
even
get me started.
Mark knows. Even Marky knows over there. Here we go. Trips. And we got a bubble screen there. And it goes nowhere.
Goes nowhere.
Why? Wasn't quite a bubble screen, but very similar where we run.
So again, now we're down, and I don't even.
That's like a Z screen. Is that our
But
boy?
again,
Look who
like-
it is. Look who it is.
Britton Covey.
Yes, but they didn't get the ball to him fast enough. He got too wide. He got too wide before he got the ball.
Come on, God
I
damn
would
it.
hand
Let's
the ball
go,
to that kid in
man.
the backfield. We're gonna score. Relax. The feeling of this drive. We're gonna score.
I hope.
Trips, short, tight, Duke, motion, quick, touchdown.
Touchdown.
See how quick he got rid of it? Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Always the best part. Always the best. There we go, baby. There we go. And that's a good way to sign it off right there. We got the touchdown. We got the chant, man. Live from Pike's Pub.
And we get to do it again next week.
Yeah, Tony and Frank
Oh,
on Monday
man.
Night Football.
Oh, man.
And we're gonna go
Oh,
enjoy
man.
the rest of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have some fun. Everybody
Maybe a
have a
little more
fantastic
food.
evening. Everybody for watching at home. Let's go, Birds. Devontae Smith. Look at that toe touch, man. Couldn't be more beautiful than that. We're gonna win this game. I'm feeling good.
I think we will.
Good,
It's
man.
not what we want, but
That's okay.
We're gonna
That's
be all
okay,
right,
man.
T. We're gonna be
All right, baby. We Heat Ratio Sports, Tony Cutillo, Frank Grewbs. We out. See you next week from Pikes.
Late.